Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, and today we have the likes of Secrets in the Sands. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome session. We're going to keep this stuff short as we are starting pretty late. But no announcements yet, or no announcements really, except for tomorrow, I think starting at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. we're going to be doing a SenseiSuplex stream where we're going to be not DMing, but we're going to be mainly showing you my DMing process and planning and prep process while planning for the likes of Valley of Dreams and the other Soulbound campaigns, as well as a couple of new campaigns. We're going to be talking, we're going to be sharing some info, and just hanging out and having a good time, so be sure to be there. There's going to be again at around 9 a.m. to about 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. Eastern time, so hopefully I'll see you there. Alright, let's get into this. Alrighty, hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Let's do this, my friends.
Ducky doesn't have a token, apparently. That's what he said.
You don't have a token?
It's still darkness.
I have so many questions now.
It's still.
Oh, I know why. I didn't get to do this thing. That's why. Hold on.
How could he? Just how could he?
So where are you, Ducky? That I'm gonna make you owner. Bam.
I'm an owner.
All right, can you see stuff now?
Yeah, I got that.
All right,
And edit my character sheet.
Don't worry, I know why. Owner, bam. You should be able to do now, and then Creelin. Figure showcase. Yeah, owner. Oh wait, showcase. You're good, right? Your character sheet stuff works.
Right, showcase.
I think he's AFK right now.
No, okay.
I'm
I did.
back. I was looking at it, and at least one of the things I noticed that my token color changed. Maybe because I'm player 28.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, are you player
token
28
color
still?
change.
Yeah, I try to come in that showcase, and they're like, "We don't like you."
We don't like you. Can you
I
put
just
on
make
your
the 28.
outfit as player 18? We don't.
You got it. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix all of that tomorrow. It's gonna be like a super freaking prep stream. It's gonna be great. All right, y'all. Let's do this.
4 people in a dream. What can go wrong? Don't answer.
4 people and a motherfucking dream. But everyone, gather around the table and let me tell you all a Voden fable. For this is the tale of a fable of a looming corruption and that of the mysteries within. This is a tale of secrets and the sands. Last time, our heroes would be caught again in the heaps of battle and war. With our heroes separated by an astral mist, Misery and Zay would begin their journey for looking into and finding their allies. But it wouldn't be long before they'd realize creatures were watching them from afar. Several creatures specifically would drop down from the ceiling and consume the two in darkness. And with that, the fight was on, and on all fronts at that. Ilva and Sirius would notice as Kruthix would begin to make their way through all the corpses, tearing and barreling through them to eventually our heroes. The same would be the case for Phoebe and Creelin, and they'd all need to act soon and fast. Phoebe would begin to break out of her shackles while forging her own path in the flames of her enemies and the triumph of her friends and allies. With that, meanwhile, Creelin would choose a path of redemption and betterment, one where they could look over and see a monastery that they built, that they owned, and they trained all the students under. With that, Ilva and Sirius would use any means necessary to escape, including contacting the Draconic Sages for power to break their shackles. Meanwhile, Misery and Zale would do battle from all sides, and eventually, one by one, our heroes would reign victorious. With our heroes surviving, we'll have to see if this can continue to be a similar theme in Session 22 of Soulbound, Secrets in the Sands. Now that, my friends, we pick back up exactly where we left off as you guys are barreling through and trying to get the fuck out of this cave. So, first off, music, if you could, please stop. And if you could, play this instead. I said play this instead.
I'm so excited to hear what it is.
I was like, silence is deafening.
Alright. Let's start us off with, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Catch a
Let's-
tiger by his toe.
Let's do this one. All right, we're gonna start with you, Creelan.
I'll let them go.
So,
Mr. Broken Wrist.
Creelan, as we look over back towards you, you notice as you find yourself again amongst these sort of corpses, the bits of the tendrils dropping down from Phoebe. You'd even notice as bits of all of the sort of how you say astral beings, the astral nature would begin to slowly start fading and phasing from the room. As this is sort of occurring, you look over as Phoebe off to the side. You notice as they have almost an irritated and angry sort of face on them. They look over, seeing that you're fine, okay, cool, whatever, moving on to the next sort of thing. They begin to storm off into the cave further and further down before you see as they plunge themselves into darkness up ahead. Creelan, you look over and you hear the footsteps as they begin to continue before they grow silenter. But as this sort of happens, you look around and you stand on a pile of corpses finally freed, injured, a broken wrist, but right now, this will have to do. Granted, for all of your tokens, obviously you're back at full, but that's not the case, as you guys got fucked up. So we're gonna call it a day. We're gonna just say, everybody's just half health except Sirius, because you straight up went into like your fucking, what do you call it thing, right?
I was mini Gronk.
Yeah, you're mini Gronk.
Half health.
And I'm still full. I'm basically full rest thanks to Ilva.
I don't.
Oh wait, actually, hold on.
Half health,
Misery.
I don't think I got hit like barely that entire fight. I don't think so.
Alright, we'll call it like 30. We'll call it 30 health. Is that cool?
Yeah, because I remember using those shield spells not to get at half health, buddy.
Keep in mind,
Whoa, buddy!
oh man. Keep in mind, I gave you all your spell slots, Jack, and I didn't say anything about that one.
Hey.
Okay, 20's fine then. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
All of a sudden.
Now we're okay.
The tone changed real quick, huh?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
I didn't hear the other part, the good part. You only said the bad without the good.
Maybe you let me finish, jackass. Maybe I won't rip your other arm off. Oh, man. Alright. Jokes aside, Creelan, what would you be doing or saying in this moment in time? As there are the corpses below with a handful of random assortments of things and bodies, and also a dark path up ahead.
I'll first fly up, maybe another 5 feet, just to get off the ground and get a better sight of what's going on. And as I look down the dark path and Phoebe walks away, I'll say out loud, and not yelling or anything, but say out loud to continue on the path. Continue on the path. And then I'm actually going to take a break. And as I'm up there, I'll reach behind me, grab the immovable rod, click that, perch on that, and then, like, as much as I can, forward lean and just look down into the center of the pile of bones and whatever's here to see what I can see at a distance before I do a more thorough search.
You got it. Perception check for me.
All right.
9.
Not my...
Judging by this sort of thing, you're kind of still, adrenaline's pumping a little bit. You're trying to breathe, you're trying to calm down for a second and get a hold of your surroundings. Looking at these sort of corpses, there is definitely a bit of valuables on them if you wanted to take them. But it's more so just kind of so much to go through to be able to, like, it's going to be a little bit more, a more thorough investigation is going to be more required. If you actually want to see what's trash, what's useless, and what could be useful for your next adventures, or future adventures, I should say.
Alright. I'm gonna take literally 60 seconds just to look down the dark path to see if either Phoebe or more craziness is gonna come down there, and after I catch my breath from that, I'm gonna, like, still hold on with the talons and, like, fall all the way forward, so now I'm upside down like a bat, realize I don't really like this, and then just drop down to the ground and start searching.
As you do,
Big
you
mess.
drop down onto the ground and begin to investigate. Make an investigation check for me, though.
All right.
13. It's not terrible, but you are able to find at least one sort of thing. Roll a D100 for me, Creelan.
All right.
Let's get the 100.
Not terrible, right?
Not bad.
That's close to 100, technically.
Might actually be useful. Interesting. You begin to look over, and as you see, you notice as there are some strange sort of goggles off to the side. They seem to be, no, not goggles, actually, excuse me. It would be more of kind of glasses, but the glasses themselves, they're kind of crystal in nature. They seem to be spectacles that could easily fit over the eyes, even yours, but looking at them, they definitely give off a magical sort of presence. Not a super powerful magical presence, but definitely one of interest for sure.
All right, I'll go over to them. I'll pick them up and shake off any grime and nastiness I can shake off, and put them on my head, but backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And
Easy
I
enough.
don't know, just kick a few bones around, and I do want to see what kind of bones are there. Are they humanoid bones, or are they more bestial?
Oh man, it's a hodgepodge. A majority of them are pretty much humanoid, but it's not exclusive to humanoid. Looking and judging about them, you see your handful of orcs, your handful of elves, humans, a couple of dwarven bodies. It's just a hodgepodge of skeletons and corpses. It's terrible. Though you do see that, rummaging through them, the other thing that you would find is, well, a couple of soul coins as well as a few materials. Specifically, 2 soul coins and 3 materials throughout all of this.
Also, speaking of that, being that it's a new day, do we roll for the additional materials we should be generating?
Not yet. You're gonna roll all of that once you get back.
Fine. All right. I'm just gonna just meander around and just kind of look, and that's what I'll do for a couple minutes.
Got it. While this is sort of happening, let's head over towards the likes of Zale and Misery. Now, Zale, as you're kind of reeling from the battle from before, gathering your sort of things, you're seeing to see if you're injured or a little bit. You're for the most part fine. There's a couple of nicks and tears, but you're good. You seem rejuvenated, but more so you're tired in the sense of, how you say, it's been a long day without a long sleep. As you're feeling this bits of exhaustion, you look over and you're trying to like kind of stay awake, sort of rubbing your eyes for a bit. As you've been crying, you've been sleepy, it's a rough time. You blink, 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 and eventually you'd see as, now though I don't have the token, because obviously it's broken right now. I think it would be. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it would be. Unless you want a PNG image. Here you go.
What's funny? What's funny?
Let's find out. Oh, does it work? Yeah, there he is.
Oh my god.
Look at him. Look at him go. But you'd see as Tiny Keeper Camino would begin to look over, and they would begin to look around. Why the fuck they're small, but whatever, it's fine. Begin to motion over towards Misery and say, yes, hello Zale, here, I need your friend for a bit.
Can you take me too? Please, just please take me. Oh my god, I need a break. You know, the keepers, they never take me once. And I don't know, did I like do something? Do I smell bad? I probably do. I don't know.
Well, to explain it pretty briefly, basically your soul is very active. It's like a bunny that's energized or something. It's never really stops.
I don't feel like that right now.
Well, your soul does. So, good luck. Also, I'm going to be looking for a couple of other individuals, so best of luck to you. Hope you find your friends. They give you a pat on the back, and they wish you the best. And they're gonna peace out.
Wow, greatest therapy.
Oh, man. They're not paid for that shit. That said, Zale, what or where would you go and what would you do as now you are back to being alone once more, back to the drawing board?
First thing he's gonna do is just gonna cup his hands over his face, you know, silently scream to himself because this shit fucking sucks, you know, just a little, just look around. It's like, I just really here, you know, could be used for shit, and he's going to try and salvage anything from this horrible, horrible place.
Sure. That said, as you begin to look around, make I guess an investigation check or a survival check, your choice.
I'm better at survival, so I'll do that. Not good enough.
Not good enough. It's more so, as you begin to look around, begin to start messing with the couple of bits of materials and more, and you would see and hear as a bit of rumbling, bit of cracking of stone for a second, and then you hear something break. It's just you messing with a couple things and slightly dropping stuff. But as soon as you would hear something break, you sort of immediately tense up, a flash, a memory of what you had just witnessed for a second, before you kind of shake your head. You try to focus up and get out of your own head for once. You breathe and you try to collect yourself, but you're too frazzled right now to really investigate much. What little things you do find, I mean, even though it's a 5, you find a little bit. You find about 2 materials just around the bits, but that's about pretty much it here.
Better than no materials, that's what I say. Well, since he did that, he's going to the... Okay, I can do this. I'm by myself. That fucking sucks. Oh.
I'm just doing stuff, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Stop looking at my screen.
It's distracting.
Excuse me. I'm by myself. It is okay. It's okay. I am 100% by myself. Voice in my head hasn't been acting up, so you know, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I need to stay out of that. I'm just gonna keep on walking. Maybe things will get better. For once in this awful place. I can't see past this. That's very concerning.
You open it up and you find another smaller path, but as you're walking in this sort of thing, you see as there is definitely a fork in the road. As you move a little bit closer, move your token a little bit. There you go. You'd see as there's a path between left and right. Before you make your decision, Zale will come back to you in just a moment, and we head over towards Ilva and Sirius, only several feet away, but feeling yet so very far. Ilva, Sirius. Now, granted, you're still mini-grown, just keep that in mind, but as you're the Ankylosaurus for a brief moment in time, Ilva is still basically, I believe, just riding atop of the shell. You look over and you do notice as those 2 weapons are still on the ground. Actually, no, Sirius would. Ilva doesn't, if I remember right.
Yeah, I rolled badly.
Ilva,
Okay,
you're more so focused on getting the hell out of here, but Sirius, what are you doing?
Noticing those 2 shinies, I'm going to start stomping over there and nudge him.
I guess I'll get off now. Okay.
Enough. As you do, you look over and there are a handful of, well, just in general, like actually looking towards the corpses and seeing what they actually are, you notice as a couple of the visions, a couple of the astral sort of lingering presences begins to slowly fade from you. You breathe for a moment, Ilva, and things are beginning to make a little bit more sense than what they were several minutes ago. Damn tricks, damn corruption. It's annoying, but up ahead you would find as, well, actually let's just make a perception check for me. 16, not bad. You look over and you find a handful of materials and even a bit of soul coins as well. On top of those materials and soul coins, specifically, for 16, it would be an extra 3 on top of that. And for soul coins, you'd find an extra 2.
So 5 and 6.
You're at 8 materials and then 4 soul coins total between the entire group.
Oh.
Alright, besides that, you'd look over and you'd see as there are a couple of weapons off to the side. For one, you see a sickle of the source that's kind of like the blade is shaped almost like a moon's crescent and more, having a bit of a natural sort of essence to it, nature, wildlife, and more. And the other ones, now I did retcon one of them for context for everybody else, but you would see as there is a flail on the ground with a sort of sock, or a place for a socket, if you will, or something to be pressed into it. Beside it, you would notice as there is some sort of strange stone with a glowing glyph onto it. It seems to be burning almost orange and reddish kind of coloring and hue. Besides those two things, the last thing you would see is a massive sort of sword that seems to be pretty comparable, or pretty big in size, but it also have a socket or a place for something to be pressed into it. These are the things that you see. So a sickle, a flail, a massive sword, great sword specifically, and then also a bit of materials and soul coins.
Oh wow, a sickle! I'm gonna run over to it and grab the sickle. I'm gonna go over there and just inspect all this stuff there.
Easy peasy. No check really needed. You get the sense that the 3 items are magical and heavily magical at that. The materials and soul coins, and not so much.
Is there any specific markings on any of the weapons?
Nothing that you would recognize. What languages do you know? I think it's just human, right? Or anything else? Celestial.
Just human.
Human.
No,
Humanoid.
Draconic and-
Infernal and Draconic.
Gotcha.
I gave up the Celestial rate.
Yeah, nothing that nothing that would kind of ring like true that you'd be able to read, but it's just simple runes. It's nothing more than that, to be fair. Besides that, there are the other things that were on the floor and on the ground that you mentioned, or you noticed before. Those arachnid individuals, they still are there. Their corpses are still there. You'd also notice the necklace to Mogus is still here as well.
Okay, I will grab. I will pick up the. Is Gronk still Gronk, or the mini Gronk still Gronk? No Gronk.
I'm pretty
At
sure
this
unless
point,
you.
Yeah, Sirius, watching you come down, he will shift back, almost like explode in a bunch of stars and then reform into Sirius.
Oh yeah.
I see you found a couple of things. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Perhaps these things might be useful. I didn't see any weird markings on them or anything to indicate that they belong to a specific being or whatever, but perhaps one of these might be useful to you.
If I may, then I guess you'll hand me over the stuff.
Easy enough.
Is it +1 or +2?
So, for this. Ah, boy. Alright, motherfucker. Listen here.
Give it to me straight. Come on, let me know.
Alright. So, it's supposed to be +1. But you know what? I'm feeling like a nice guy. I'm feeling like
Wow.
a nice guy. Right? I know, crazy, right? I'm gonna give you a shit. I'm gonna give you a shot. I'm gonna give you a shot. A chance. A chance for a +2.
Where my dice? Where my dice?
Alright. Here's what we got.
Here's-
What we got. We're gonna play rollies.
Oh, I love rollies.
Oh,
We're gonna play rollies. Best 2 out of 3. Me and you. You ready?
Shit, dude.
We're rolling D20s. Who can be the best? Boom! 12. Beat me. See what you got. 11. Ooh. Goddamn.
Let's do out of three.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. You right. I'm a roll. 9. Can you beat that? Can you?
Got this.
Yeah.
He's oh my god, he's fucking crazy. He's crazy. He's pointing to the random member in the crowd. Alright.
I just imagine seeing Sirius just rolling against himself.
It's a battle of the minds. I'm understanding myself in a fundamental level.
Alright. So, I'm rolling. Oh,
You got this!
Yeah!
Oh my god, 2! Of everything you could have rolled, you rolled a fucking 2!
Shade! That is straight shade!
Yeah.
Wow!
Nah, that's some
It's like, I don't even need to
bullshit.
try. Hang on.
Oh my god. That's fucking comedy. Alright. Well, hey man, I gave you the chance. You earned the chance and the opportunity. It's
he
a +2
definitely
moonsicle. That's funny.
So wait, serious is none of that.
Serious. All of a sudden, you feel the urge to flex. Whoa.
Serious just comes like a fucking gym bro, just hell yeah! Okay, you're +1.
This is Sirius's like character development arc and growth. It turns to a Chad. So as you look over, I mean, granted, it's gonna take like at least a short rest to like fully identify it. Like you guys know out of game that it's, you know, a fucking moonsicle, but to really like be able to like learn and attune to it, it's gonna take that short rest of identifying it and more. The same thing with you, Ilva, and pretty much the same thing with Creelan over off to the side. So that said, you have the weapons in hand. Ilva, did you do anything with the necklace?
Yeah, I was going to. I'm gonna pick up
Okay.
that stuff too.
Gotcha. All right. So as you gather all of these sort of things, as however you wish, the rest of the cave is, well, up ahead. You see as there's a small pathway leading upwards, kind of where the one or a set of Kruthix kind of came from in that general direction, but not necessarily through the cave. They came from through the ground. You'd also notice as their little burrowing holes that they left, they're covered with an astral dust before eventually reforming into complete solid dirt, ground, and sand, leaving almost no traces. It's weird, even though you know you fought them, but it kind of feels as if, like, besides like the blood that you spilled, if any, it feels as if like almost none of this kind of happened, as if it's almost all illusionary, which makes you some of you even more irritated. But regardless, you guys are free to do as you wish.
It's not thinking here any longer.
Doesn't it bother you that, I don't know, she's gonna like look through like bodies and bones, that someone or something had put, at least in my mind, images of things happening or about to happen or enemies, but then they're just not here anymore? I wonder if it could be the voice or maybe a different entity in general.
I would assume that it is the voice, and whoever is in control of these creatures. They move almost beyond nature and make a mockery of it in any way, and even taking what is precious to us and only presenting those that is what it could be the worst of us, or what they could be the worst of us.
I feel like this being is getting bolder and bolder. Being able to summon astral beings from afar and toy with people's minds. That poses a problem.
It's a great one, and I can only assume whoever they are, could send upon a horde of the started ones onto us at any given moment.
The way you conjure magic, the way you heal, or the way you
Sirius begins just shaking his head, it's kind of viciously. It is not the same. For all intents and purposes, it is not the same.
but
They are different.
I agree they are. But I wonder with better understanding if maybe there's like a hidden aspect to it that maybe would provide usefulness. Even though they're not the same, maybe there's a component that is similar that maybe we can use against the astral ones.
Sirius kind of just looks down for a bit and almost lulls to the point of kind of going deep in thought. Shakes his head. That might be that would be something to ponder. Well, that's it. Now let us reunite with our allies and see if they are doing hopefully better than us.
I concur.
That's as you begin to move out and traverse this strange area. Looking over, you see as easy enough you can simply open the door, or not open the door, as there is no door. Yeah, but
They have
easily enough
technology!
able to continue forward. And as you do, Zale, you would notice as slowly emerging, trying to understand their path and their way, you'd see as Sirius, hard to miss him, begins to start walking off to the side.
It's at the corner.
I am lucky.
Sam!
Serious. Hi.
It just comes through and just kind of checks it on
Help!
Go ahead.
Just kind of still checking up on Zale. Are you fine? Are you okay? You see
Like-
you got this.
I saw Misery until she was taken by Camilo. Yeah, I wanted him to take me too, but he didn't want to. Not that I care. Hi, Ilva.
Hi. Do you know if Krillin or Phoebes is taken by the Keeper as well?
I didn't see either of them. It was just me and Misery fighting these bug things. They had like weird mandibles. They were very, and these like octopus things. They weren't that bad though.
You've fought something too?
Yeah, me and Misery, we fought it together.
Did you have any hallucinations?
No, actually. Well, the squid things, they were definitely not hallucinations because I was able to detect them having thoughts, and usually, unless it's a really powerful illusion, illusions don't have thoughts. That's how you're able to tell the difference between what's real and what isn't.
If I may, what happened when you disappear?
Oh, it's a long story. That's very.
If it is uncomfortable for you to
Oh no, I'm fine to reveal it. It's just
Okay,
very long, and it might be uncomfortable.
no, okay. So
And we
it's,
should probably do this while we're walking. You know,
Yes,
just
yes. Kind of carefully looking around corners. Got a star mode in hand.
Easy enough. Checking your corners like Rainbow Six Siege, you got it.
Bravo 6 going dark.
With soap.
Oh man. So as you guys begin to continue traveling through the legs of this cave, you see as there's a small corridor off to the side. Can I ping? I need to reinstall that module. No, we missing the bad or the good
Not
things.
the Lead of Legends pains.
Yeah, but
Can't see if enemies are missing.
where my sort of dot is, that's kind of circling around like a madman. You notice as it is a smaller sort of path and more, it's very much claustrophobic, this entire cave. So serious, it is a struggle getting through this. It's not even just like close from like side to side, but it's also like a very, very shorter cave. You're not having to necessarily bend down. It's more so every time you're sort of taking a step, you're almost having to worry a little bit that you're gonna bump your head on the ceiling. It's uncomfortable. It's horrible. You kind of really don't like it, but it is what it is. You're here now and you have a mission to do. And you also need to find the rest of your allies. That said, you can move your tokens as you see fit.
I love Sirius just looks like
Alright, hold on. That's a meme right there. That's it's just like
I need to pick your serious now.
So, which way did you come from?
Down. I don't know this area over here. I would ping it, but the wind to the right.
My abilities, so they're fading.
I came from down.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, no, serious, but no. So it kind of looks
Okay.
over there. So that's like the familiar place we saw before.
Yes. Just a quick glance, you're able to kind of understand that, especially with keen
Okay.
mind.
And noticing that, now he's actually mapped it out, and he's going to move. Yeah, let's just maybe if we head over this way.
There, you're
let's-
stuck. You're holding the line.
There's a wall apparently. I don't understand it.
Shh, move quietly. There are sturdy ones abound.
As you do, yeah, you keep moving your tokens. You occasionally, as you're kind of going about this, you'll see as there are several bits of sort of scorpions
damn.
and more that kind of like burrow into the ground or begin to start sort of looking over towards you. Now, they're not big scorpions. They're like baby scorpions, but
Oh, good.
they do look at you, and they do at one point try to rush over and try to stab you in the foot. You just kind of are able to
Wait.
easily crush it.
Squish him.
Oh no! At this point, I would seriously go like, "Excuse us, we are no harm. We mean no harm to you. You're moving forward. We."
Meanwhile, I just lift up my foot. Oops.
You just hear, oh wait, really? You're no. It just fucking dies.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Nice gold pile.
So at this point,
Fine. Spamming door.
you guys would continue
door.
on going this way, but we're going to head over towards Kreelan if Showcase is still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna swing on over to you. So, Kreelan, as this is sort of happening, you've been kind of meditating for a little bit, resting, but also kind of investigating, looking into this area. After a bit of time has passed, you've been able to collect yourself. Are you heading forth?
I'm going to just take a moment to look down the hallway. Is it still like dark and like hard to see in that area?
Yeah, mainly because you don't really have dark vision, per se.
I'm gonna shake my feathers. I'm gonna pat around the back of my head and tap the glasses. Well, this will do. Now I will put on the glasses. Try to look through the glasses
As you do.
as I look down the dark hallway.
You look over, and though it doesn't give you necessarily, actually no, these don't even take your attunement. But though it doesn't necessarily give you dark vision, you look over and you can just see way better, way clearer, like out to an extended foot of your typical vision. You look over and you see as just the minute details, the tinier sort of things that you might have not necessarily noticed, sort of chips in the skulls and the bones, other sort of discolorings and more. They're a lot easier to see. So, Kreelan, this is what this item is. These are eyes of minute seeing. They're basically glasses. So, anybody who wears these, you can see better than normal out to a range of 1 foot, and you also have advantage on all intelligence, specifically investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range.
Freedom really never got eye care from the monastery. That's crazy.
No, they just assumed you see good. So I'll this newfound sight, just gonna like look at things like, oh, this looks like a slash wound. Came at an angle at 45 degrees. This looks like a broken bone. Probably shouldn't try to block using the without their back muscles in their forearm. And I'll kind of do that for a little bit, and then realize I'm by myself, and Phoebe hasn't came back yet. She seemed mad, so she's probably not going to come back. So I should go find her. And everyone else probably is either okay or dead. So I got to find out.
Fair.
I'm gonna fly back up the 5 feet. I'm gonna click the immovable rod, sheath that back in, sturdy up the glasses just a bit more, and as I go, I'm gonna clear a path of the bones and the clear a path of the bones and the grit as I go by, because with my newfound sight, I don't want to see that, and start walking down the hallway.
Got it. As you begin to do so, let me adjust one little thing. You begin to start walking down the hallway, and you look over, and it seems to be, definitely a path leading to other strange areas up ahead. Without too much sort of difficulties, you would eventually see as there is a little bit of a small fork in the road, either towards the left or towards the right. Now, you saw Phoebe just kind of go off kind of towards the right, or just straight and head off and head off and head off, and then who knows where. To the left, you're not entirely sure what would be there, so you're at least a little bit cautious, I'd imagine. That said, where would you, or which direction would you choose to go?
Phoebe was alive when she walked off, so let's find Phoebe. I'll keep going up, and as I'm nearing this kind of crossroads, I'm gonna take out my non-magical scimitar and just point it back behind me as I continue going up.
Serious, Ova. You'd hear a shing sort of sound.
Boys, it's fighting time.
Voden.
Who did that? What was that? Must have been the wind.
Oh man.
You guard.
Hold on, I hope this works. But looking over, yeah, there we go. You look over and you'd see as there is a small sort of corner that would be going around off to the side. Oh, hold on, let me fucking lock that shit. But there
There's
you
so
go.
many doors.
You would see as up ahead there actually is a wall, a door of the sorts in front of you. As it's sort of kind of presenting itself roughly, you see as there are some cracks into the walls, and up ahead you would see a bit of sort of water and also astral light up ahead, but whatever that is probably not good.
Hey, Sail, again.
Hi, it's me. What?
Yeah, you're, and for such a small person, you're kind of in the way, so keep going.
With the same height.
Not taking too long. Eventually, as you sort of look over, trying to think, just clocking that just for information, it's not hard to notice as you'd see as Kreelin seems to be drawn, or with their scimitar sort of drawn, they are looking over, and it seems to be that they're okay, but definitely no signs of Phoebe. Oh man. Kreelin, serious, as you see each other, do you just run over and embrace and hug as it's been so
No.
long?
Oh wait, I don't know what happened.
6 feet apart.
I'll turn around, realize that there's a voice behind me. Sounds familiar. Hey. Can I see, Sirius? Because, you know,
Yeah.
on dark vision.
They're like this
Okay.
at the wall right now.
Well, actually, to be fair, not really. It's more of you can see a shadowy figure It's very tall. It's a familiar sort of voice. So take that as you will. Sirius, you can perfectly see Creelan.
Over here.
Our voices playing tricks on me. All right.
What?
I'll take
No!
one step forward. Now the non-magical scimitar is facing towards Sirius, and I'll like tidy up the glasses, like look at the floor and see if I see Sirius-sized footprints or.
Looking towards it, looking towards the floor, not leading towards here, but you would see Phoebe-sized footprints, and they kind of like you'd see as they begin to continue on till about I can't see it, but kind of over towards this area where I'm circling, and they just completely vanish. They're just gone.
All right, I'll trust my gut, and I know there are Phoebe's footprints there. They disappeared, so I'm just going to now monk sprint in direction of Sirius's voice.
You know what?
As you do,
Sprint.
you sprint over and you just wham, just immediately crash into the likes of Sirius. You nearly truck him completely, but as you do, you rush into a fucking wall, and you look over. You see Sirius, and you also see Zale. The glasses nearly begin to break and shatter as you kind of have to readjust them, but you do see some of your allies here, or at least.
Oh my god!
Just
Why
hands
you
on
have
shoulder.
glasses?
Are you what? Are you okay?
Why you have glasses?
I will, because it was my left one, I'll take my right hand, put back in the scimitar, and then kind of weakly hold up the elbow so Sirius can see the very, very broken wrist.
Oh no!
No, immediately going to not calling a healing word, and yeah, I'm just gonna cast healing word on you.
All right, are you going to try to readjust it?
Yeah, I just gotta splint it up, just hold it there for one place. Kind of just say, hold it here, hold, and just kind of breathe out, and motes of light just kind of emanate from him, or emanate from there.
As you do, cast a spell, and healing should go through. Hey, Founder's working again. Fuck yeah.
Whoa!
As you begin to do so, you heal the likes of Creelan as some of their wounds begin to slowly mend. But the wrist itself, it's definitely not going to be a bit of healing magic that's going to fix it. It's going to be a similar case with the likes of Zale and what happened before. This is going to need a little bit more time, for sure. This arm is definitely out of commission for the time being, but good thing that Creelan's a monk, because his entire body is a weapon. So.
Yes.
What happened? What are
There were these chains, and it tugged at them. And it gave resistance stronger than any manacle that I've ever employed. And although my body is small, the will was strong, and it still broke. But I relied on something else. I saw visions, and they were both troubling and I guess I'm free, so rewarding as well. Now. Maybe. At least I'll be okay soon. And they'll look at his wrist and kind of look back at Sirius and say, This will heal. He'll take his right hand and put his talon at his chest. I think this is what was improved today.
Seeing that Sirius would kind of just give a sort of a pained look to Creelan and still have hand on his shoulders. But I feel safe. Let us. Have you seen Nafibe?
She walked in this direction for the limited sight I saw her. She was quite upset. This seems to be a lingering pain, maybe from the visions she saw and pain that caused. But I ran into you. You should have ran into her. And sorry about literally running into you. I
This is fine.
You'll see as eventually a small individual, or not a small individual, but a large individual begin to slowly form with an astral light about them. As they do, they sort of form kind of. It's very, very subtly, so it doesn't just like, oh god, what the fuck? But they form between the likes of Zale and Sirius, and you see as Keeper Camino once more will begin to arrive and begin to say, yeah, sorry about that, yeah, she's, her soul's not really here right now. Kind of gone, inactive for the time being. I've taken her, she's gone for now.
Sure, but not me. Ah.
I don't know, we'll take a vacation.
Thank you for keeping
Expensive.
my allies safe.
Hmm.
Please return to them when they are well.
But I do have something. Serious. Could I speak with you specifically?
Sorry?
Just
Oh,
a simple word. Something you may need to hear for a minute.
Look around to the others. I give them a nod.
As they do, they'll kind of motion you off to the side, kind of keeping it a little bit of a... actually, can they do this? I don't have the map, that's fine. They'll sort of drag you over towards this little location, and they're kind of speaking softly, so it's more of a conversation that only you two could kind of hear. But as it sort of happens, the keeper will begin to mention, say, serious. I've gotten word from my one of the other keepers, specifically the keeper of the Azure Taiga. You are familiar with this place, right? Well, of the name at least, right?
The name, yes.
Well, this individual, Keeper Cass, they are seeking individuals for a moment. The ones that wield marks, the soul-bound, individuals like yourself. They are, some of them are in a little bit of dire straits trouble. Now, that said, a couple of them, they have traversed and their souls have been severed. With their souls completely severed, how it seems to be their demise is almost imminent. That said, Keeper Cass specifically has sought out individuals across the realms whose souls are capable of traversing for a brief moment in time. He has handpicked these individuals due to his own criteria of this sort of situation. He believes that you will be a good fit for the time being. Now, if you were to accept, do not fret. You'd only be gone for several minutes before returning. But you could expect battle, could expect strife, but you could also expect worse things if you do not help. If you do not, hopefully someone else will answer the call, so the choice is ultimately yours.
Allow me a moment to share this with my companions.
Of course, take your time, I will be here.
That Sirius will move over towards the others. I will kind of gather them around. It seems I've been called to do some sort of service. I look towards over. It could be a chance of understanding our positions. It was something connected towards others that bear our marks. I can might have to do battle, for they are in some sort of dire states.
How long will you be gone?
The keeper says for only a couple of minutes, so hopefully for not too long.
Do we wait here for you, or do we keep going?
If it's only a couple of minutes, I would suggest maybe hiding and taking a bit of rest in one of the crevasses here. Just please, I think this is a chance for us that we might need.
If you think it's safe to do so.
Or whatever safety means in Voden.
True.
But I would do my best to survive and return to you all.
We will be here.
Shakily puts a hand on Ilva.
Before they go, Zale, Creelan, do you guys have anything to say? Or even serious to do their own thing?
Zale will. Oh, you want to go first, Showcase?
Oh, yeah, I'll be quick. Being called forth is an honor, at least in my eyes. Two things, and they must be handled when you return. Want to know what you learned from whatever battle comes up. Second, you must hold a separate conversation. I think your insight would be helpful. Go.
Thank you.
Zale will try to, attempt to get to his shoulder, but he's obviously very small, so compared to her...
I'm coming, I'm on your level. I'm on your level.
I'll place hand on his shoulder. It's like, don't die, please. Just do the right thing.
I would do my best.
Perfect. That's all I can ask.
That being said, as you look over, you'll see as the keeper still awaits. And Sirius, are you ready to traverse?
Ready. Did that grow in size? Yeah, that bulk up.
Yeah, you kind of start lifting randomly. No. I just adjusted.
Hold it!
He's yoked! But you'll look over, and as you do, you'll see as the keeper will begin to look over, nod towards you. Right. The individuals that you'd be meeting up with, they do not have a name, but, for now, the individuals amongst the taiga. Also, you'd probably be seeing a couple, familiar face or so, and even a couple of others that you might have noticed from the Red Triangle. Regardless, there's no more time to waste, so let us go. Let us be off. With that, you'll see as the keeper will begin to sort of unfurl the cloak and or ask you to step through. Step to the veil and traverse the likes of Voden. As this begins to happen... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I walk in.
You got it. As you begin to do so, you walk in, and you all would notice as Sirius's form begins to slowly, as you've seen before, but it disperses into starlight, walking into the cloak, before eventually Keeper Camino begins to slowly vanish. Now, I'm not gonna get rid of your token, because then you're gonna not be able to see jack crap, so I'm just gonna, toss you over to the side. Cool. Alright. You're not there. But, in the meanwhile, Zale, Ilva, Creelan, you guys are down to 3 individuals. And you look over towards one another. All 3 of you were completely separated. Zale, you with Misery, Ilva, you with Sirius, and Creelan, you with the likes of Phoebe. Though Sirius is going to be gone for several minutes, what do you say or do in that span of time?
Zale will just. Are these steps? What is this? Like, I'm
Yeah,
hovering over.
it's kind of like steps. It's kind of like broken down. How you say, it's kind of bits of debris and rubble, from what you can tell, kind of from the ceiling. But they kind of look, as it sort of crashes down, it kind of looks like steps now. Whatever this place is, would you notice this? No, you can't. From here, right? I don't believe so. Let me think. Make sure I got this right.
Oh, he's thinking. Oh.
That's a stretch and a half. Alright. Roll a perception check. You have advantage. The DC is ridiculous.
Sure. Well, that.
Nah. You would have had to get, like, literally a 22 or something. It was not easy, to be fair. But. Also, do you not have. Oh, wait, you don't have a super high wisdom. That's why you only have a +3. I was like, what the heck? But. Yeah, nothing beside. Or no information besides that.
Just gonna take the seat and say, so, you two see, if you did see anything.
It was a ride of bad memories and possible futures. That's what I saw.
Eva.
Mine was just memories.
Oh, you too. That's nice. Krillin, I'm sorry you had to see some bad memories, but you know, it's fine now though, right?
I think so. I'm still processing it. I know my decision. I just have to reassure myself on it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm still processing mine too. It's a big thing I just saw. The first thing I really truly remember, and it sucked.
Oh. And I understand something happened to you when you were just a child, right?
Yep. So I remember. I didn't see what happened when I was a child, but I did see something happen to me recently, I think.
Recent?
Have you ever had your whole life ruined because of one individual for a reason you don't understand, and you're just trying to understand but you don't, and now your whole life seems like a lie?
Freeland pauses. Two individuals. But yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
worse than me then, I guess. Yeah, I saw myself getting tortured by a... Sensei, would he know it's an Inquisitor, or would he just know it's an owl masked person?
You'd understand it's an Inquisitor.
It was it. I was being tortured for information by a Samadin Inquisitor with a owl mask. It was... I basically lived that week of just pure pain and just awfulness, and now I can't even just look at myself. I used to be stronger, and now when I look down, I just feel disgusted that I'm like this now. Hate it. Every
This was-
second of it.
Recent. Are there some scars from that?
It was all cyanic. I wasn't even allowed to move. All I was able to do was move my chest to breathe to make sure I didn't die, and that would have been a better fate than living. And, to make matters worse, they were an oculi, obviously, since they are Samadin, and I saw that I might be a Samadin. So it was my own blood that chose to do that to me. To look me in the eyes every day of that moment, and to keep inflicting that pain towards me. I just want to know why. I don't even know if I'm angry, if I'm upset. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what I would do if I saw them in a room. I just don't
That
know what to
is
do.
troubling. I don't come from a background of torture. It's a bit different, so understanding that you may hold information that they're trying to extract, I can get that, but not through that method. I
Thanks.
may hold some information that you have yet to remember now. You're probably more powerful than you even give yourself credit for.
Unfortunately, while I would love to brag about how powerful I am for living through that, unfortunately, I did eventually spill because it's just awful. I'm basically a walking pile of bones at this point. And I guess that's what cemented me for becoming what he said I am. I became that quiet, hateful thing towards the Samadans. I can understand why now, and I guess that's why I took that deal, because I was desperate to get something out of anything. In this hand I was dealt. If that makes any sense. Am I talking too much? I can stop whenever you want.
I'd rather hear your story. It is both meaningful and insightful in a different way. I look at you and don't think it has defined you, at least the Zale that I know. But I guess learning something from our collective past does shape us more than we give credit for.
I suppose so. I want to learn more, and I'm worried of things that are out of my control. But I just want to be in control, but I can't be. It irks me really badly. I don't know if either of you feel the same way, but it's just, I want to do something, but I'm powerless to do so. And I'll always be powerless unless something changes. And I don't even know what to do to change. To become like that. That I'm not what they say I was.
Courage. Courage is power. If you have the will and the courage to make the change, I see that as a form of force. It changes life, it changes those around you, it can change all of existence. At least on my end, there's courage to restrain that seeking of the why. And I'll step up a bit closer because I realize that it's hard to see them so far away without my good eyes.
I thought you were wearing your glasses.
Just to give him dark vision.
Well, yeah, it's still dark in here, so, and as I continue coming closer, I see over and check over if she's any worse for wear than the rest of us.
I'm fine.
Ah, you were always the strong one. It seems that you may not have went through a physical ordeal, but whatever find us here seemed to make it a mental and emotional one. And in
What
that
happened back
regard,
there
are
with
you still
Misery?
fine?
Huh? What do you mean? Like the fight or something else?
The fight.
There were just
No, sorry. I was
Oh.
talking to Creelan.
with mystery.
Oh. And also, real quick, make perception checks, you three.
Perception checks.
All right.
Right? Well,
20, 21.
Always got a one up.
sorry.
You would
had
begin to notice as the astral light from where Sirius was originally, it's slowly starting to reform in front. You see as an astral silhouette is slowly forming, but it's not all the way there yet. So, after about several seconds, several moments, eventually, you'd see as begin to slowly reform once more.
Zoop.
You notice as the keeper begins to look over towards you, Sirius, as they kind of nod in your thanks. And as they do so, I'll just say, thank you, Soulbound. I hope that this will prove fruitful to you in the future, but I must go off. I must look for the others of this land and keep to their souls for the time being.
Thank you, Keeper, for this opportunity.
You see as they nod, begin to sort of do a little bit of a bow before begin to slowly vanish.
There, again, seriously, just
Are you okay?
that was a lot. That
You don't look injured.
I was blessed by whatever star I was born from to come out of that battle unscathed, but it was just horrifying in the moment. So, I'm sorry. Was I interrupting something?
No, I can continue later.
So,
Yes.
since we're all here, we can press on now.
It's just there's a few things I would like to explain. Well, I have had the opportunity of meeting not only a familiar face, but also I believe we've only seen thanks to the Zayla's triangle.
Uh-huh.
I have met with the ones that have been staying in the taiga.
Okay.
DM, did we get a message from them before?
Yeah, you've gotten a message from them before. Very brief, but you haven't had too much interaction, but you had enough to know who they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Vatican is across World.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Across World. That's how she pronounces it.
Can you just say that for like a minute straight? I can copy it there.
Hang on. Please.
Just keep
Wow,
saying
shapes
that.
into a bear. I got this.
There's a fucking furry now. But yes. She explained that she has abundance of information to send to not only us but to others as well. But it seems that Voden is on the verge of impending doom, and not in the normal sense.
What? That this isn't the impending doom? There's more impending doom?
No, apparently there is this thing called Ragnarok. And it's apparently some sort of apocalyptic...
Oh.
Ilva, religion check.
Oh, good. My favorite subject.
My favorite.
You're a cleric. You have advantage.
Oh boy, can't wait.
Religion!
It
Come
sucks
on.
that it's intellect. Ugh, dumb.
Yeah.
Oh.
19.
We'll take
I gave
one.
you advantage also because of the god you used to serve. This is important.
No.
Ilva, let's learn some things.
Focus.
Long ago, when little Ilva was
Baby Ilva.
was being an aspiring cleric of war, slaughter, murder. You learn a decent bit about the gods. It's more of just, I'd imagine, just seeking information for other means, not necessarily out of interest or of like wanting to serve them and all that sort of stuff. Just seeking information. One thing that you would have found, especially when it comes to religious texts, religious prophecies regarding Mogus, it was this bout with Iros. This will all come into play in a minute. Hear me out. You're about to get a lot of lore because you got a 19. This being the likes of an event that would be referred to as when Mogus, or eventually Mogus and Iroas, their hatred towards the one another as they are brothers who gone to the extent of ripping themselves into two to kill the other. Hearing stories that Iroas and Mogus used to be one person before they split each other in half out of pure hatred for the other side, and eventually causing and raising armies of soldiers, zealots, to strike the other down. These wars go on for years, decades, centuries even, since almost the conception of, well, Tahiri, and probably then some. However, it was always rumored, it was always prophesized, events where Mogus, specifically, would be an individual, a war general, but one who is not necessarily a fool, one to know when to seek the aid of others. These others being the likes of the divine. Seeking the divine and gaining in forces and strength eventually would turn the tides against their brother Iroas. Iroas would do the same, and eventually a pantheon would be split, a pantheon divided. You knew that, or it was fabled that if such a thing were to occur again, or not again, but more so ever, great calamity would ensue. Mountains would break, giants would fall, all hell would break loose, and even the veils of heaven and hell would begin to slowly crack and tear to the point where there would be no difference between them. This would be known as, to some, the name of Ragnarok, the end of worlds, the end of the gods, the end of humanity. When Sirius mentions this, all that bits of clerical research, clerical training, and more begin to click, almost like a light bulb of, as you begin to remember all of the sort of teachings, all the bits of information that you found about it. That said, that information is yours to present, if you wish.
Ragnarok, a device for godless squabbles, where the rest of us get fucked in the meantime.
Oh, as if my day couldn't get any better. Oh, it just keeps
Yes.
on piling. It's so.
Okay, but along with that, the tournament that was brought about from those of the valley apparently has some connections to that said
What?
end. Our time there was brief, but I was only able to discuss maybe further things and hopes with new faces. That's for those that reside in the taiga. They are planning to venture off to the hells.
Yep, that's me. Hi. Yeah, I plan to go with them.
And yes, they seem to only go there to rescue someone.
Nope, I don't want to do that. I actually want to fix what they did, so that's great. Oh, lovely.
Yes. And that was only from one. And I've also met with Fabio there. Fabio was
Who's that again?
the back thief.
Ah.
Yes.
Huh.
They are doing well, and they are apparently in some sort of companionship with those that bear the same marks with us that are in the expanse as well. Knowing that Fabio is together with him, it helps maybe bring some tension down with him. We confirmed that we would make contact in the ruins that we've found in the beginning of our journeys here, to at least have conversation, to understand maybe one another. And the final person that I've met
Please
there
tell me straight. Please tell me straight. Please.
was one from the Jaded Dragon Valley.
Oh, you're losing me a little bit.
So this one goes by the name of Zura.
Okay, you're regaining it. It's getting better.
Um, good news about them
Yeah.
is that the reasoning why they want thieving, though not completely said, does not involve doing any sort of harm to her. Now, granted, I would have a minute of not doubt, but just hesitation, just in case maybe the motive is not there collectively. But I think this is good for us to maybe get on a better footing with them.
That contradicts everything they said before, though.
Yes. So again,
Maybe
they might
they
not
had a
think in the
magic-
same.
Oh.
They might not think in the same motives, but there might be some hope. As
Maybe they had a magical
they are also in the forefront
change
of this tournament.
Maybe they had a magical change of heart, but they realized the world's fucking going to shit again. This is like the second time.
Oh yes, with the impending Ragnarok only coming in what could be said 3.5 months, as to what the girl was
Oh,
mentioning, which is very concerning.
how, girl?
I don't understand how such a thing can be looked over. But I believe we have maybe some other tasks that might require our attention.
Just because we're just on a hot streak with the news, and should I just do my mark now, or should we just wait till we're done here? Because we're just on a hot streak.
That might help. This actually looks around the corners. Is this really a safer place to do so?
I don't know.
Yeah, they also met Kyle there. Kyle has
What?
come in contact with them.
Is he still
Yes.
an asshole? Is he,
But they have reached the modern city.
Oh, and you did it too. What I was talking about. Oh boy. Serious. Calm down.
Oh, yes.
I learned a memory. I might actually be Samaran, so if Kyle actually mentions me, he might be in trouble.
You are Samaran?
I don't know. I might be.
Well, that changes the entire perspective of why Kyle was.
I don't. I saw a memory. There was I was being tortured, long story short. And I saw a paper that said Zel Samada. Not Yasuda, Samada. So unless this is really confusing, and it is, I might be a Samada instead of a Yasuda. And I'm worried if Kyle says anything about it, he is going to get the same treatment as me. when I got tortured. You understand where I'm getting at?
I understand. So with that, I would confer to all of us as a group. But do we, as we would, what my opinion would be we can finish our task here and maybe return.
And then we do it. And then we feel worse because who knows what the monster's going to say. Great. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood.
I'm sorry, but I think if it's just a thought, but I might have to expediently head over towards Cutters. Or if anything, we can worry about the priorities later, but I might think this other individual that was connected to me might have some more information.
Did they mention anything about the marks?
No, not really. We done battle with some sort of machinations. There wasn't no conversation. Oh, yes. As I confer to my memory, keen mind, that is also a 7th mug.
What?
They had a small,
Uh-huh.
I believe it was a blink dog.
A dog has a mark.
Yes, it was the form of a diamond, or
A
orange diamond. Thank you, Sammy.
The dog has the mark.
A dog has a mark. You know.
It only just gets more confusing, no why.
I just.
I guess that's in line with Gronk having a blue swirl, I suppose.
Why do we?
It's so much information that we have to consume, but we should worry first about the task at hand.
Yes.
Yeah, let's deal with it later.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
We return.
Let's just go ahead.
Yes. So let us recover the spirits of water and return.
I will say at this point, you guys would have had enough time for a short rest. Seriously, not so much, but everybody else, you would have had a short rest by now.
I'm injured. Why do you need a short rest? Where's that button? Is it this one? Okay.
Hopefully your character sheets are... yeah, they're back to normal.
Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, no, my spell's turn on the long rest. Okay, never mind.
Over here
But
thinking he's a warlock.
But I thought you didn't use any of the spells you used when you were in that place, no?
I know, but I want
No, you
to.
don't.
If I want to like change up the style, like, the spells.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Hey, that was good.
You know what? I'm good at 35. I'm good. I'm gonna regret this later. I'm good at 35. I'm so good at 35. Just.
I mean, if you
Good
want
enough.
to roll for more, you can just roll for more.
No, we might need it again, and I only got 3 left. You know.
All
I
right.
don't know. You don't.
That said, as you begin to tend to the bits of your wounds and mend yourselves a bit, you look over and you look towards this sort of massive stone door up ahead. Looking over towards it, it's not necessarily a handle, but looking over towards it, you would be able to notice as it's definitely a door that can be open, but it's going to need to be open from the bottom and lifted upwards. It's going to require a bit of strength, but anybody could probably do it. Looking at everybody else, you're probably the only one. All right. So, Ilva, if you're opening this sucker up, let's make a athletics check.
Let's go, Ilva. Let's go.
Oh my god!
Her arm rips off.
You kind of like. I mean, actually, I don't know. Ducky, you want to describe this, or you want me to?
Just banging my head against the door.
You kind of like lower down, like, all right, let's do this, and you just lean a little bit too further down in the squat position. Bang! Ow! Ow! That hurt. Jesus.
okay?
The fingers didn't get fully underneath. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's really flush with the ground.
I'll never talk about this to anyone ever. Don't you worry. Promise.
Oh man. As you begin to do so, it's
I'm gonna just melt the door.
Do you actually?
I'm melting the door.
What are you melting the door with?
I'm gonna inflict wounds on it.
What level are you casting inflict wounds?
We'll do second level.
Alright, I think it hits. It's a fucking door. Roll damage.
I don't know. She could hit her head again.
Yeah, I mean, alright, fair enough. Anything could happen. Roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, or just roll damage. Alright, 14, you're good. So, as a bit of time, you begin to reach over and you're able to just completely melt and eviscerate the door in front of you. You notice as the stone nature of it begins to slowly crumble into that of sort of almost... Actually, what would it sort of burn into? Is it just like fire or something else?
Like when I use it?
Yeah, just inflict wounds in general.
Inflict wounds right now is very much just like a necrosis of so it basically just like turns, like it's kind of like spreads almost like a disease, I guess, and it just kind of melts and like drips of like a black ink kind of thing.
As this begins to happen, you look in, well, immediately a sort of swarm of astral mist begins to almost consume and take over you all as you open up the door, and you would see a smaller room, but inside, let me reveal a couple of things. You'd see as there is, actually, let me get rid of this because this will make this easier.
Bodies on the floor. There are bodies on the floor.
Hey, Mister, you were in bodies before. Oh.
You look over and you'd see several bodies kind of, well, yes, on the floor, scattered about, but it would not be alone. You look over and to your right, Ilva and Sirius, you, same thing with you, Creelan, you'd instantly recognize what this is. As the area is, it's darker for you, Creelan, so you're still having a little bit of trouble seeing, but you notice as several water weirdlings, they seem to be almost contained by the astral shackles. Now, normal, and from what you've seen with Nuna, that they are capable of typically just, you know, being able to slip into and out of any surface that they wish. But these individuals, they seem to be completely just sort of almost mounted to the wall, their form in movements being completely restrained and restricted. You'd also notice as several other of the individuals are kind of on or near the sort of platforms and more still hanging up on the wall, almost kind of like a mantle, if you will. Besides them, you'd see as there are massive sort of giant scorpions off to the side, coursing with an astral light, even with their pincers. They seem to be almost like astral blades at their side and at the ready. As they're sort of almost guarding these individuals, break the likes of the door before immediately a sort of streaking flash of ice begins to form before it strikes over towards the first person that it would see. Ilva, I'm going to roll something for you. You tell me if it hits.
Not Ilva.
Yep. 21, I would believe hits, correct?
Just barely.
Just barely, gotcha. All right, that's going to be, it's only this because they can't do that. You'd see as immediately it's just striking you almost directly in the arm, almost taking it off completely. You see as an icy sort of trident begins to form, striking you and cutting a bit of your arm. It strikes into the likes of the wall before you, before almost a massive sort of streak. You can't even try to react and try to grab it before it returns back to the user. But you see an individual clad in armor, clad in steel, almost like a knight, seems to be looking over towards you all. However, their form not completely astral, but a mixing of water and that strange black, purple, pinkish liquid. You look over and you see an individual in this form and in this shape. They look towards you and they see as the intruders have finally made their presence known. And with that, your souls are shackled and the time for battle is now. Everybody, I will need you all to roll for initiative.
They're so cool.
Aw.
Oh, they're so cool. Oh.
Alright.
Look at the friendly fans.
Let me see if I can actually show you what they look like, their full art.
So are they like in astral form?
Yes, they would.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
Compared to like the actual art. So it's kind of like an astral liquid of purples, blues, greens, and mores coursing through the actual water itself. It's almost like an astral elemental, if you will.
He's got stars. Shoot him!
Why will one have to get infected?
Let's see what we got here. Rolling initiative. Ooh, that's not good for some of them. That's not good for some of them at all. Alright. Alrighty. So, let's do this. Let me move this over. Let me grab this. Get the freak out of here, Bard Bot. Alright.
I got a 17, by the way. You'll have to adjust it.
Okay. Yeah, you have the advantage thingy, right?
Yeah.
Alright, let me adjust that real quick.
Advantage. Clap, clap, clap.
But I can't open a door. Sad.
Alright, 17. Bam. Alright, you're gonna be going first then.
Sweet.
Alrighty. That's let me stop this. Let me play this. Let me repeat this.
There's a Scorpo.
There is a Scorpio. As this begins to happen, Ilva, you look over, and as you gain initiative, you see as the individual begins to call back to the trident into their hand. They look over towards you and they point it towards your form as they offer you a challenge of warfare. Ilva, what would you like to do at this moment in time? Action, bonus action, and movements.
I'd like to make a lovely purple bubble.
You got it. Purple dome begins to form and ensue. And no need to kind of cast it.
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
Sorry, I saw what Anima said in chat. Let's kill this fake ass Lumarin.
Oh man. As you begin to do so, you cast the likes of your channel divinity, and slowly the entire room is coated in twilight and darkness for a brief moment in time. Says this area was already dim light, so now it is almost complete darkness. Alright.
And I'm going to use Steps of Night so I can. How high is the room here?
It's not high at all. It's only 10 feet up.
Oh dear God!
Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. Enclosed rooms. Enclosed rooms.
Freeland, you have to be brave. It's enclosed.
Your wings mean nothing
problem.
here.
Just for fun, then I'm just gonna use Steps of Night anyway, just to kind of hover off the ground.
You got it.
And then I'll look towards Siri, and while I put my shield up in front, and then the bubble blows up, I'll just tell Siri that maybe you can talk to it, as I don't know Primordial.
All right.
And I'll end my turn.
As you begin to do
Actually,
so.
wait.
Okay. You look over and it seems to be definitely a little bit of an interesting and precarious situation. The water elementals, they are scattered about in the midst of this battle. You best be careful on not hitting them in the process of this fight. But Creelin, we'll see what happens if a fight ensues. Creelin, what would you like to say or do?
All right. First thing I'll do is I'll adjust my glasses just a little bit more to see if I can.
Oh,
was just the anime.
You are blind.
It was just
right now,
anime
right?
guy. I'm ready.
All right. So we'll just have to go in blind, and with that, I'll, like kind of arm up my shoulders, chicken leg my legs a little bit, and kind of duck down just a little bit, and I will use my avian agility as my bonus action to dodge, and then fly straight on in.
Got it.
And I will go about 40 feet, and that's why I didn't move. As soon as I see anyone who is feeling threatening, there we go. Now
So-
pass by him. As soon as I feel anyone threatening, I'll engage my evasive footwork, so they do not hit me with my additional AC.
You got it. As they do so, you would provoke an attack of opportunity. They're going to use their sting attack onto you, but they do so with a disadvantage. That's gonna be a 9. You see, or you feel this sort of whooshing motion in the air rushing past you as you look over, and you're able to at least see a stinger getting ready to sort of pierce into your or into your back. You flap your wings, and you're able to do evasive maneuvers and get out of the way. But that said, that is your movement. If you wish, oh, and also, you would also see as another individual would also take their attack of opportunity towards you, as a trident is going to be flying your way, my friend. It's going to be...
flying his way, huh?
Uh-huh. Alright, wait, why'd you roll damage?
Damn it!
I just rolled damage. What the fuck?
Oh.
Try again. Oh, that's just damage. Alright, let me try
Damn,
this.
that guy's
I just
so
damage.
strong.
I don't miss.
Yeah, I don't miss.
What is his to hit score? He hits.
Plus 30.
Yeah. Oh wait, here I fixed it. That should fix it. Let's see. All right. Hiya. One more time. There we go.
Yeah.
13.
Oh.
That will miss completely. He swings forth, almost twirling it about and just slashing over towards you. However, ice begins to form and freeze on the ground off to the side. And with that, you ready yourself for what's to come next. That is your action, or your bonus action. You do have your action though.
All right. I would like to look them down and like have my hit points recovered since they missed. But while that's happening, I will draw with my right hand, since my left hand is a little weak, my +1. I'm gonna get to the Myrmidon in just a second, but this scorpion there, I don't like it since our last fight, and the scorpion with the +1. As soon as I
Showcase, you
Find it in
healed
my
in our
image.
short rest, right?
I did, but the damage that was rolled, it just went straight to damage, and
Oh.
You can refix that.
okay.
Just you can do it yourself.
Alright. I was there.
We love that green bar. Let's go.
Oh, was it? Yeah, was it just doing damage to you? Hold on, I'm gonna revert that.
Yeah, it was
and
at,
I'm gonna revert that. And there you go. You should be back to normal. All right, so 21 will hit with the scimitar and 9 points of damage. You slash over towards it, almost severing its arm completely off. And with that, you do have a second strike.
It's gonna look at me, and then I'm just going to like flick whatever gunk I got on the first strike. Look at the blade, cock it back, and then slice it straight down again.
Nice. 11. You see as you begin to try to do so, with its pincers, it grabs the legs of the scimitar and begins to almost try to yank and pull. You're able to slide it out, cutting a bit of its sort of claws, but that will be your turn. Anything else you want to do, Creelin?
Alright. I will add my +2 and get in my defensive stance, and that's my turn.
All right. Can you do? You want me to do the AC thing, or do you got it?
Can I?
I got it. All right. AC custom formula 18. There we go.
Okay,
Alright.
that's how you do it. Alright, I got it. That's I see it now.
Scorpion's turn. After that is going to be Sirius, then Zale. All right. Judging by this, close individual, you seem to be cornered. Yeah, they will. We'll see. All right, D4. Even, they go for Creelan. Odd, they go for anybody else. They're gonna go for anybody else. All right. They'll back up and they will begin to look over and see as Creelan's already has himself surrounded. They'll drop down for a moment, skittering out for bits. Let's make sure that, yeah, they have enough movement speed. They will rush over past to the side, and the only individual that they can kind of like get through to would be probably Ilva. So they will guard the legs of their superior, and they will make a couple of strikes at you, Ilva. It's gonna be a... oh boy, 3 attacks, 2 claw attacks and 1 with its sting. Let's see what they got. First one, it's gonna be a 10. That will miss. You're able to put up the shield and deflect the blow. Second one is going to be a 23, however, for 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you hold up the shield in one hand and it clocks you from the other side, almost sending you flying into the wall. As you're sort of almost being propelled for a second, they will use their stinger attack. 16 will be miss, and they send you flying a little bit too far where they're not able to strike into you, inflicting you with poison. That will be their turn. Next up in initiative, we have Sirius. Zale is next.
Sirius is going to put it over here, and he is going to use a bonus action for Star Form Chalice.
You got it. As it begins to happen, the stars cling towards you, and you watch as the constellations form above your head.
With that, he is going to... yeah, okay, he's going to cast Bless.
You got it. Bless on all of your ally, or what level are you casting Bless at?
I'm using the innate feature, so it'll go first off. It's just first level.
All right. And who are you blessing with this?
Everyone but me.
You got it. As this begins to happen, you notice as the starlight begins to form over the legs of your hands, and your marks will begin to slowly start glowing and pulsing for just a singular moment. As they do, you look down in a little bit of confusion, but you feel empowered, you feel quicker, you feel faster and stronger. You're all blessed. Sirius, that is your action. You do have a bonus action, though.
Bonus action was a Starry Form.
Gotcha, Starry Form. So is that your turn, then?
Could I yell out in Primordial, we come only for the water spherelings? We will leave peacefully without violence? And see if that creature will take notice.
You hear, join us!
Oh.
It's an enemy!
Well, I have my answer now.
I thought it was a good try.
Elva tried to be nice, but
We have
honestly,
consent we have to consent to the self-defense.
There is one other thing, Sirius. You see and you look over, make an insight check.
Uh-oh.
14. You look over towards this individual, and as they sort of utter the words join us, you just hear bits and blurbs of Primordial rather than just broken common. The individual, they seem to be almost struggling, straining for help. They seem almost like, how you say, sitting in the sort of passenger seat of their own body, trying to free themselves but not able to. That said, that is what you're able to get with your insight check. That would probably be your turn, correct?
Really say much after noticing that?
Maybe like one sentence or so, but that's about it.
Wait, it's something different, and that's be it.
Alright, you
what
got
do you
it.
want me to do then?
Oh, Zale, it's time to figure it out. You receive initiative.
You know, I'm in a really fucking bad mood. Oh, that's the measuring tool. Now I'm in a worse mood. Wait, can I? Hold on. There. I said join us, hurry up.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not joining your cult!
You didn't send anything in the mail! I want to target this scorpion for 2 attacks now.
You got it. As you begin to do so, begin to bring out the rapier and strike forth towards them. 21's gonna hit for 5 points of damage. You strike and pierce through them, almost trying to strike towards their eye. But that's your first attack. You do have a second one. 22 is even better. Now you're feeling, it. With a 22, the 7 points of damage, you strike into him and begin to draw the blade back. Bits of astral blood begins to swarm onto the ground, and they are on their last leg, but they are still as powerful as ever. Zale, is that your turn, or anything for a bonus action?
I'm just fixing my style meter real quick, because I always gotta fix that when it gets updated, so...
Fair enough,
As a bonus action, I'm gonna do Quicken Spell. He's gonna look at all 3 of these nice individuals. I forgot I can't ping. All 3 of these nice individuals. It's like, I wonder what you are thinking. As I shall cast... thank you, Ducky, for the name, by the way. Viertas Dubium at 4th level. And the funny thing about this spell is when you upcast it, it doesn't do more damage. It selects more targets instead.
Oh.
So I'm going to be able to target all 3 of these people in this little nice circle. I don't know if you can tell.
Oh, okay. So you're hitting the water elemental thingy as well,
and the 2 scorpions in front. Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you were hitting all scorpions. All right. That said, what save is that? Is that intelligence?
It is going to be when I cast this spell, and maybe if we're... Oh, yeah,
oh boy, we love intelligence saves in this campaign.
Oh, I do, personally.
That's going to be a 16. That will fail. All right. We're going to make him one for the bottom guy over here. Intelligence save. Natural 20. So I think he succeeds, but...
No,
he,
16.
No?
It's
Nope,
16.
All right, he failed
They
anyway.
had no chance.
What a natural 20!
No chance.
He's just like, join. And he just dies for a second. All right, intelligence save from this guy. All right, he's a little smarter, guys. He's a little smarter. Does he? Oh, he actually does have
That's
advantage.
crazy. The
chances.
scorpions can't have no chance. That's crazy.
That is an 18. He will succeed though with his magic resistance.
Saddest day of my life. That something actually succeeded the spell for once in the entire campaign.
Oh no, he's smart!
You see as he sort of like stumbles on his words of join us for a second, he's just like, "No, join us!" over and over again. All right, Zale, that your turn?
That's 8 damage to the ones that failed, though.
Gotcha. What happens to the ones that succeed though?
That's a great question. I don't know, because they always fail. Okay, it just takes half damage.
Mm-hmm. So that's gonna be
And
4.
it doesn't suffer the funny effect that I like.
I'm gonna mark them down. We're gonna mark them as this. We're gonna mark this guy as this. All right. So Zale, that would be your turn. Next up, initiative. Oh. Hmm?
No, never mind. Good.
All right. We got the scorpions. Then we got the elementals. After that, we have Ilva next. All right. Scorpion's turn. Here's what they're gonna do. This individual is going to.
Remember, They can only move, take an action, or a bonus action. They only get 1.
Only get 1. You got it.
Smile.
Let's see if anybody's in range for this. Nope. All right. That's the case. They're going to use their dedicated action to move. All right. They're going to move over, and as they do, they'll set themselves in a position and surround the likes of Kreelan. They rush over and beginning to swarm over. That is their turn. Next up in initiative, it will be the water elemental's turn. He, let's see what he's gonna do. I think he actually would probably leave Kreelan to this. Yeah, he's gonna leave Kreelan to that. He is going to, as a bonus action, this is gonna be a funny thing. You'll see as the individual begins to slowly start swarming with the likes of water. As it begins to do so, you see as he goes into the ground before he just immediately vanishes. Before he's gonna set himself right about here. You notice as immediately behind you, Sirius and Zale, the individual begins to slowly reapparate before a trident is almost directly at your back, getting ready to pierce into you. But that is gonna be an attack roll. Let's see what happens.
Oh no.
No.
Lastly, is this a free thingy? Yes. Okay, so they are going to choose between how many? Hey, Zale, odd or even?
Even.
All right, even means you. If I roll even, you're gonna get more of the attacks. All right, you're gonna get more of the attacks. You're gonna get 2. Sirius is gonna get 1, and they will begin to slowly freeze over the trident and strike true as they're going to use freezing strikes. First attack is gonna be towards Zale.
Okay.
First one will miss. Second attack, 22 will hit, unless you want to do anything.
I don't. Hold on, let me. No, I'm gonna do a funnier thing. As Azael gets striked in the back, he's gonna look over and his eye just glows red as the floor at the bottom of the water myrmidons just starts to boil as I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
Instead.
Dexterity saving throw casted on them. I'm going to add the extra damage. That's going to be an extra D10 to that strike. It's going to be 5 points of damage as well.
Wow.
Oh man,
Wow.
that is unlucky.
Wow.
If you got inspo, you can re-roll any of the damage dice, but
I don't have regular inspo. I only have DMs.
that is a 16 with their magic resistance. They will succeed.
I don't like this guy.
As they do so, you'll see as the flames begin to slowly start bubbling a bit of the water, but that's about it. Not much more than that. All right, that is their 2 strikes over towards you, Zale. Second or third and final strike is going to be over towards you, Sirius.
Herbie.
Ooh, they're going to hurt you a lot. Natural 20 for 11 points of damage. The freezing strikes are also going to be doubled as well. All right. It's gonna be, oh my god, 20 more points of damage. Alright, that is cold damage as well. They rolled fucking a max, are you
Double
serious?
10s.
They're rolling
What
better
the
than
fuck?
me. They're rolling better than me.
Wait, no, I only concentration once. Okay.
This is all in one single strike, keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would
that
be 30,
Your team works.
it would be 31 points of damage.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
And you got an 18, I think
Yeah.
you still succeed. Yeah, you still succeed.
So Bless still saves.
Oh, yeah, that too. All right. Next up, that will be his turn. That's all he's got. Frozen strikes will be on cooldown. Next up in initiative is the Scorpion. Then we got Ilva. The Scorpion's going to keep it simple and straight to the point. They're going to strike out towards Krelin and wear and tear him down. 3 strikes coming out to you, buddy. See what you got. Claw attack. It's going to be a 12. That one will miss. Second claw attack is going to be a 10. And the third one with a sting. They will all miss. So, Krelin, describe exactly how you're able to dodge all 3 strikes.
It's a little lower, so I'm gonna do a combination of like aerial liftoffs and like kind of sideways swings, just to have my ankles intact.
All right, easy enough. And as they begin to do so, they hiss towards your form, but that is their turn. Ilva, what you got for us as you receive initiative? The water weirdlings are watching in terror, but this one Scorpion is near death from Zale's strikes.
We're going to do Guiding Bolt him.
Keep in mind, if you do Guiding Bolt here, it would be a disadvantage. This is point blank.
You kind of fly over top of him, and yeah.
I'll tell you what. We'll chart him to a roll.
Hey, Tucky.
Hmm?
You can just move away with them. They don't have any reaction because of my spell.
Oh,
I'd say Ilva knows this at this point. You've cast the spell not enough times.
enough times.
I cannot speak.
You're proficient.
I still want to fly over top of him. even if I have to like put my back against the top part of the wall and do it, that's whatever.
All right, that's fine. That said, as you begin to back up a little bit, you fire the guiding bolt towards them and try to strike them down.
Okay.
I don't know what I can't move. There we go.
What happened?
Oh, I got to target him.
19, that's gonna hit. 15 points of radiant damage. How do you want to kill them?
As my back is against up top of the roof, and I fire downwards, this bolt of radiant energy just kind of goes right down through the middle of the body, and kind of creates like a little mini crater at the base of where you're sitting.
Easy enough. And as they do, they're gonna do a funny.
Oh no.
Yeah, they get their
I'm
reaction
flying!
back. As they begin to get struck down, you'll see as the individual water elemental begin to look over and say, "I'm not finished with you." And they will begin to hold their hand out, and water will begin to slowly start consuming and wrapping around them, raising their body from the dead for a single moment, as they are going to use a funny haha feature and use a final strike towards an individual within 5 feet of them. They will, however, take a bit of damage as they do so. How much does this cost?
They have that Blood Hunter feature thing. You know?
Yep. It's a funny.
Oh.
It's a oldie but a goodie. Alright, they're gonna take D8 damage.
Oh no! I can't see. The door closed. Oh no!
Oh.
Alright, press the button.
That said, they will rise up, and they are going to strike over. You're the only one within range, so they have to do it towards you, Zale. They're gonna make a simple claw attack.
Well, that missed.
God.
Well, they miss. They swing, and as this is sort of happening, you notice the water's, or it's pretty obvious in a very, very slow motion. You can kind of just slightly move to the left and easily dodge it.
It's like, you shouldn't really rely on dead people because, this spell. Just saying.
Join. That's
No.
it. All right, that is their turn. Ilva, you still have your bonus action though.
What bonus action?
Help. Help.
You-
Help. Help.
Well, you see, I know I'm a cleric, but packing healing spells just really isn't my thing.
I'm not that.
Take aggro. Take aggro. I'm not asking you to heal. Take aggro.
Can I use my? I'm going to. So just for thematic purpose, I'm gonna fly above Siri.
Oh no, you can't fly above Siri. This thing is 10 feet tall, and Sirius is taking up 8 of them.
Well,
I'll give you, if you want, you can be considered prone up on the while flying.
No way!
I'll
On
give
the
you
roof.
that. Yeah, on the roof. You'll be considered prone. And
No.
spider picking it up.
Can I get past here and fly
yeah,
around?
you can do that. You can do that.
Okay. And I'll just kind of shove Siri with my shoulder a little bit.
Ow.
That's my turn.
You got it. As you do, that is your turn. We turn towards Creelin. Next up is going to be Sirius, then Zale. What you got for us, Creelin?
Alright, there's one to my left that I already smacked, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep stabbing down at it, but I'm gonna change the grip to the scimitar such that it's the reverse grip. Stab straight down.
Nice. As you begin to do so, getting both of these individuals' attention, you try to exploit it and take control of the situation.
No, not targeting them. That would help.
Ooh, not one is not going to do it for the first strike, but thankfully you do have 2.
I'm gonna pick it up from the dirt where I missed. Shake my wrist just a little bit and come still with the reverse grip, hit it with a kind of uppercut type swing, just to make it look like a J, and stab it from the underneath.
17 is going to do that with 8 points of damage total. You strike into them and they are almost writhing back. You do have a bonus action, Creelin. Anything you want to do for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually look at the other one, that next to it, and just point the scimitar at it and use a key point to dodge.
Alrighty.
My turn.
As you begin to dodge, that will be your go. Next up in initiative is Sirius, then it's going to be Zale, then the enemies. What you got for Sirius, as you've been just stabbed and you're looking a little bit rough right now as the individual is staring you down.
It hurts. I'm going to go invisible.
Oh no! So what is this guy? Sirius has only done this once before. What does it kind of look like?
Just
Didn't see that.
you can't because I'm invisible. I'm kidding. So Sirius is motes and motes kind of just flash and flash, and almost light refracting off of him, just to go some sort of camo mode.
Easy enough. As you begin to do so, you are marked as invisible. Where would you like to go?
Just gotta do
That is a action or a bonus action.
That was a bonus action.
You got it. What you want to do for your action though?
Action. Let's see. Creelin's got that. Actually, I'm gonna move over here and kind of go to the water livings. But I'm going to my action.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm here. Wait, they can't see me.
Oh yeah, they can't.
Help us, mysterious first presence, with that we can feel.
I am going to, start boosting.
Oh my god! I was gonna say you had advantage because you're invisible, but you don't even need it. A natural 20 for 22 points of damage. Who's that hitting?
That's hitting the old water boy.
As it does so, you strike over with as the stars begin to slowly almost collect to themselves. They form into an astral sort of radiance as it blasts them, almost forming a little miniature hole of starlight and the cosmos in them. With that said, they begin to glow out and shine, and anybody who strikes them next has advantage. Sirius, that is your action. That is your bonus action. Anything else?
So from that, I'm no longer invisible. With that, I just yell out, this one seems a bit different. This one actually, it seems to be on the verge of not being corrupted.
High saving throw.
That still counts! That still counts!
Yes, it does.
Of course it counts!
Oh man, oh buddy, oh brother.
Ripperoni.
I'll ask.
Is there a way you could cosmic death? No, yeah, especially because you saved. As this begins to happen, Sirius, pick a memory and have it be siphoned and snuffed out as you slowly feel the
Even with a
astrolites.
save?
Oh, actually, no, never mind. Never mind. Not with since you saved, but you do take the damage and you do take half of it. As this begins to happen and occur, you look over and you see as the markings upon your hand begin to slowly turn from blue to a little bit more of an astral color as they're slowly tainting you. That's 27 points of damage. Oh boy, Sirius is not looking good. I need you to make a concentration check.
And plus.
Oh man,
That's half
that
damage,
is-
by the way, so there should be 13.
Oh, my bad. Thank you so much.
I'm glad it's 13 and not 27.
Well, if it was a whole 27, that would have been 4 points of HP on Sirius. So, Sirius, that is your that would be your turn. All right.
Serious, you need that
so
10
sorry.
HP now.
Voden sucks.
We've been doing this for a year, man.
It slips, dude. It slips.
It does.
Not even. I thought it's not the word.
Nah.
It's the word and then ED.
Oh man. All right. That said, Zale, you receive initiative. What you got for us?
Go swinging.
All right. Swing your blade. You do have an advantage on this first attack roll.
I do got a single advantage.
As you bring the likes of the rapier, you flourish out and begin to start stabbing into this individual
I did
rapidly.
roll with advantage. It didn't give me the option, so I'm just gonna do that again.
Go for it.
I don't know, get rid of the damage I do for this one. Oh, it doesn't.
Oh
even
no,
matter,
we're gonna
it
keep
is.
that damage.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be a total of. Oh yeah, is your weapon magical?
No.
You see, as you're striking into the individual, it's not doing as much damage as you intended, but it is doing a little bit. I said that is your action for, or excuse me, that is your first attack. You do have a second attack.
Oh boy. I need a magical one soon, probably. Oh.
Oh man. Oh man. Zale, what happens as this is a natural one? Why does Zale miss right here?
As he just goes, he just, for some reason in the back of his head, he just thinks of that owl, that fucking owl, man, and he just causes him to mess up, and instead of actually stabbing into it, he just stabs into a watery area that doesn't really hurt because, you know, it's made of water.
I like how when this happened, you got the nat one, someone followed and it just showed the Zale suffer emotes.
Oh my god.
Oh man. That said, that is your action though, but you do have a bonus action to make up for things. Anything else?
You know, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Pick an item that looks cool and cast it.
I know, yeah. Sorcery points. I'm at like, it's 7 left. 3! I'm trying to cast. This one. I'm sorry. I just had a brain fart for some reason. That one messed me up. I was doing so great, and then all of a sudden.
All good. As you begin to do so, casting Send Sweep Slash, you just slash over in a sort of almost horizontal strike. They will make their dexterity saving throw.
I
It's going to be advantage. That will be enough to succeed. They will take the 5 points of fire damage as it slowly begins to burn and almost start to boil them. With that, they look over and they're still standing strong, but this damage is slowly starting to add up from you, Zale. Anything else for your turn?
Nah, man, my damage rolls are not the highest today. I don't know what's going on.
They're also succeeding like everything left and right because
Well,
that magic
that
resistance.
too, but you know, I'm ignoring that part. That's out of my control.
That's all good. But Creelan, let's see if you have a bit of luck on your side. You look over as the scorpions are getting ready to surround you, and as they just pounce over towards you, they will begin to first surround over to the side and have you completely cornered. That is going to be 3 strikes over towards you, buddy.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage because you are dodging. Let's see what you got. It's gonna be a claw attack. Hiya! 10 is gonna miss. Another claw attack. Hiya! 20 will hit with disadvantage. Sheesh! 6 points of damage towards you, as the other one, you're pretty confident in your dodging style, but one of them is just barely able to grab towards your feathers and wings and almost yank it towards the ground. As they have you grappled, they will make a sting attack towards you. Disadvantage 19, that's going to be 3 points of damage from the piercing. I need you to make a constitution saving throw as the stinger just barely nicks you. 6, that's going to fail. This is gonna be a lot of damage, my friend. Can Bless save it? Bless cannot save it. All right.
He's not blessed.
Blessed up anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is going to be 4d10 poison damage. It could have been a lot worse. There was a lot of 2s there and 3s. That's going to be 17 points of poison damage. You are still up, but it is rough as bits of the poison are slowly coursing amongst your feathers and wings. That is their turn. Next up in initiative is the water elemental, then it's the scorpion, then it's going to be you, Ilva. All right, water elemental. You pissed him off, and you also pissed him off, but he just got done attacking Zale. Now he's going to first, or he's going to try to attack you. First thing, let's see if this recharges.
No.
Oh, ignore that. Let me
That's
get rid of that damage. I'm trying to recharge it. There we go. 3, nope. That fails. All right, so he will then begin to make 3 strikes. He's gonna make 2 strikes over towards you, Ilva, and if he hits you, then he's gonna hit over towards Zales. All right, first strike. 14 will miss. He'll swing with the first one, trying to pierce through your armor, but not able to do so. Second one, he will try to swing again, but he's not able to as you hold up your shield. He's gonna use both hands this time and just try to almost lunge and just almost aim towards your skull for the final strike.
Senpai, please, no!
He's gonna. I don't even know. Yeah, I think you deserve that one. That's a 27 to hit. 9 points of damage. Oh wait, hold on. Shouldn't be 9 points of damage. Should be a D8. Where's the versatile? There we go. 8 points of damage.
Hey.
That's what we like to see. All right, Ilva, that will be. It strikes over towards you. Is there anything can it do for a bonus action? Is it gonna use? It sees Creelan is already rough. It sees that Sirius is a little rough. It'll hold out for the time being. It'll entertain you guys for a bit. That will be its turn. Next up in initiative is the Scorpion over here. It's going to be the same song and dance, Creelan. As they surround you, they're going to just rip and tear like it's doom. 3 attack rolls coming your way. All right, it's going to be claw attack. This is with disadvantage, right?
Yeah, I'm still dodging. Yep.
First one will miss. Second one will hit for 3 points of damage as they're able to almost toss you off to the side, almost throwing you to the ground. You skid off for a bit before you kick up and ready yourself for the final swing of the stinger. 15 will miss with a bit of preparation, a bit of a foresight. You look over and you're able to dodge off to the left, completely avoiding the blow. Ilva, you receive initiative. Creelan, you're going to be next, but Ilva, what do you got for us now?
I'm going to cast Protection of Good and Evil. Protection from Evil and Good on myself. And I'm gonna kind of just wrong button here. I'm just gonna kind of try and take as big of a space, kind of float above, and try and entertain him as much as possible, giving him the birds.
That's it. Are you trying to taunt him? You can do that. It would be an action to actually taunt him, though.
Oh no, I need my action to cast a spell. So
Okay, no worries then.
no bonus action, so here we are. My turn's over.
Oh man. Alright, so that is which spell you're casting again? Make sure. I got this right.
Protection from evil and good, so basically when they attack, they have disadvantage on me.
Okay, that is your action, so no bonus action. That will be your turn, Ilva. As this begins to cling towards you, you are protected from these forces. Kreelin, you receive initiative as you are still surrounded, but this has been a common theme throughout the campaign. You're pretty comfortable right here and now, but things are getting a little bit tight and a little bit close for comfort.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is Ilva is 30 feet from you, right? That it radiates out.
Yes.
And I think I'm 35
You're 30 now.
because you just moved. All right.
I just
and
moved, so if you land within 30 again at the end of your turn, you'll get 8.
all right. Oh, at the end. All right. So
End,
my
yes.
end.
So as long as you
Sure,
like,
yeah,
you're
add that
good.
in. All right. I'm gonna go back to the first scorpion I smacked, and this time I'm going to switch the grip back to a regular grip, but I'm still going to do a uppercut type swing in the middle of his pincers.
You got it. With a single swing, let's see if they are strong enough to defend. 13, this one is, you see as you try to swing towards his pincers, but it's able to actually catch it. Oh, good.
Yep. For that, I'm gonna use my reaction for my wheel. So Kreelin added D6 to that.
Nice! Circle of
All
Stars
right.
Druid come into play as you, or what does this kind of look like? First time using it, buddy, come on!
Second time,
Fine,
You gotta help me with the door! The door!
Alright, fine.
Except the door that scared me. Kreelin, you just see in an instance, a mote of light just kind of come through, and you look close into it, you just start to see it like a lines of light and constellations kind of beam out and almost guiding you in a way similar to the blessing, but this time more potent.
Alright, so that's adding a d6 to a strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
14. Oh man, that is gonna be one less than you need. You got any inspiration to maybe help out?
I do. I inspire myself with my key.
I
and,
inspired myself.
There you
Actually,
go.
yeah, that works.
Use one key point to add a +2 to it.
Oh.
With that,
Oh, yeah,
that'll be enough to be able to do it. With the help of Sirius, you strike into the individual, and that will clip its AC, roll some damage. I believe that's a d6, and I'll add the bonuses.
All right.
So, also, you're on top of the thingy, so I'm gonna move you a little bit.
I think. Oh, I just.
So d6 plus 4 plus 1, so d6 plus 5.
I inspired myself. That really counts.
Is it not rolling?
It works.
Okay, it just rolled it in full.
Yeah, that's fine. 8 points of damage. That will strike them for the first one, but you do have a secondary strike.
All right. I'm gonna do it once more with feeling.
14. Ugh, just barely missing again. Just barely missing. Got anything for it, or is that all?
Don't you have inspo? Like actual inspo?
Like DM's
Yeah, still from last
yeah, you would.
session. I know what I'm gonna use it for.
Oh, okay.
Not this just yet,
Okay.
Oh.
but I'm still feeling inspired by the starlight, and I'm going to continue to have that revolve around me, embrace it, and then with more key, add another 2 to hit. There's another key point there to actually smack it this time, and I'll. This wants me to roll again because I'm not seeing the option. So
Well, hey,
Oh,
glad
great.
that you didn't see the option, because that's a natural 20 for a total of 14 points of damage. With this single swing, you begin to immediately try to strike into them, and with that, you do have a bonus action as well.
I'm going to just blow through all the key points and add another 1d6 with my death strike to make it another 2d6.
All right, let's go for it. Oh, Showcase, I think you
Yep.
would have, I think you made 3 scimitar attacks, did you not?
Yes.
So one of that
it's-
was for damage.
Oh, that was it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I see, I see.
Yeah, the 15 was for damage.
Got
not
confused.
for two
All
things.
good, all good.
And this is from the death strike, so it should. Okay, another 2 damage on top of that.
My
So
God.
1 plus 2 for a total of 3.
No, it's just straight up per key point. So it rolls a d6 per key point used, and it was that. So yes.
So 1 damage or 3 damage? Make sure I got this right.
Should be 2 because it doubled.
Gotcha. All right, so 2 points of damage. You got it. As this begins to happen, that you'll see it's on its very, very last leg. It's barely sort of hanging on. Bits of its sort of almost legs are completely broken and shattered, torn into pieces. But you do have a final strike if you want to use flurry of blows.
Want to keep gambling?
Gamble.
Gampa?
At the next time, I'm Cowabunga, but I'll go down to 3 in dodge for my bonus action and point the scimitar in my turn.
You got it. Dang, you even had in sort of cheering you on from YouTube. Come on. Ah, man, no, I'm kidding.
Frick, dude.
But they actually
I didn't see it yet.
Damn it.
All right, so Sirius, you're going to be up. Zale is going to be next, and afterwards we got the Scorpions and the Elementals. Sirius, you begin to back up a little bit, and you see as these individuals are surrounding Creelan. He's barely standing, but he is standing nonetheless. What you got for us?
With that, I will. Seeing Creelan just on the verge of just deadly combat, he is going to cast another healing word, this time at 3rd level.
Nice, 3rd level healing word. It's going to be 13 points of HP over towards Creelan as your wounds begin to slowly mend and close. And hold on, I didn't add it, so I will add it manually. All right, and do you have the Chalice form, right?
And with the Chalice, Sirius will take the Chalice and just start to drink from it. That he is going to gain 4 hit
Extra
points.
4 HP, nice. As this begins to happen, your wounds slowly close and mend. Between the healing of you and Ilva, you guys are an unstoppable force. Sirius, that is your bonus action. You do have a normal action.
That's my action. For my innate spell casting, that still counts as that doesn't count for the spell that you did last time, right?
Yeah, same thing as the arena, so you can cast Guiding Bolt through your little starry map.
Okay, so I'm blasting again.
Let's go.
Blast him.
A 12? Ah, that's gonna miss, sadly.
Can I give him my inspo?
Another. Well, actually, I have inspo.
Oh.
Yeah, forgot about that.
All right, go for it. Roll again. Make sure to not hit, consume the spell slot thingy. 27 is going to be a lot better as you begin to fire this one off. What does this look like? They're still alive, but what does it look like?
Just again, those 3 points of light, just like almost forming the core of Sirius's magic, are just going to form, and the one in the center, and the other rest kind of orbiting the much. He's going to pull from it like an arrow, and just a large beam of light just kind of smack right into the center of the Scorpion.
As it does so, you see a bit of an explosion of the cosmos form in front of you. It consumes the likes of this Scorpion as they are left in a heap. They are very much near death and barely standing, similar to the one that was beside Creelan. With that, that is your action. That is your bonus action. You got a movement, but it's up to you on whether you want it, if you're comfortable where you are. You got it. Just like... All right.
Oh, look, death.
That said, Zale, you are up. You see as Sirius and Creelan are handling the individuals behind you, you look over towards your enemy and you see as he is still standing with his trident in hand. It's a battle between fire and ice once more.
Ah, perfect. This is just Diet Azura, you know?
Diet Azura, alright.
The real one's better, what can I say? 2 rapier attacks to this guy.
You got it. 2 attacks going over towards this individual, trying to break through their defenses and form.
God.
Oh,
What is my damage? What is happening?
Bro, you got the Rashid curse where he hits, but he rolls dog shit for damage. That's gonna be 4 points, but hey, it all adds up, as a wise man once said.
It's true. Yeah, this is true. Oh, okay.
You do have a second strike, though.
I do. What?
No way!
No! I feel
What?
like, isn't this the 3rd time I hit with my rapier and I got a 4? My
Yes.
god.
Yes, it is. Unlucky, and that damage or that little bit of resistance is not doing you any justice. You strike forth and you keep slashing, but they're tanking the blows and they're tanking the hits regardless, as they sort of mock you from your almost sort of barely degrading strikes, but you're able to keep consistently landing them, so maybe one of these strikes will be able to finish them off instantly. Anything else for your turn? Zell?
Water. Yeah, I'm gonna quicken spell again. Whoa. That quirky. I'm going insane. I'm gonna cast Viertestubium at 3rd level, so I get 2 charges instead of 1. So I'm gonna target the 2 scorpions behind me. He's gonna look at it and say, "Oh, Krillin, you're not done yet. Let me fasten it." As I shall cast the spell, it will target the 2 scorpions, and as we found out, when they get a nat 20, it doesn't really help them.
I'm gonna do it just for me. This is for me. This is my narrative.
Sure.
14. A -4. I think they succeeded. No, they fail. Alright, and that's 12 points of psychic damage to both of them. Yeah, how do you want to kill both of them? They only had 4 and 1 HP.
Oh! At least I finally rolled some high damage. I'm sorry, the poor got me. As Zale just goes into their thoughts and see whatever Scorpion's like, no, that's not fun. I don't like either of you. As their 2 minds are both linked, they'll snap their fingers and just their heads both pop. Like this is it.
And as this happens, explodes out into starlight as they begin, their forms freeze over like ice in icy statues, and it shatters out into millions of tiny pieces, similar to
Also,
corruption.
I need to say this now since it happened. I'm at an S because I killed both of them.
Oh!
Yeah!
Is that
Smile. It is so. 9.
Are you telling me Zale is savage?
Yes!
As this begins to happen, is this your first S or have you gotten an S before?
I got in an S before, a while back.
Interesting. As this is sort of happening, you'll hear into your head, "Alright, fine, you're doing a little bit good, but don't let it get to your head just yet. How about we increase the rank just a little bit more?" You hear the voice of Ezrin, the pride, or the sin of pride, into your head. Zale, it's almost time. Anything else for you, or is that your go?
That's my go.
Alright, S ranks initiated. Let's go. Top of the round. It's going to be the elemental. Alright. He's gonna have a time. Alright. He's looked over. He saw that he wasn't having much luck with Ova. He looked over. Not really much luck with Zale. He's seen Krillin, and this individual keeps healing. Well, who are they getting healed by? You. They don't like that. Yeah, you. They are going to use their bonus action. Immediately, they will turn into the likes of water and immediately form, and you'll see almost like Cain from League of Legends, they will begin to slowly form out of the likes of the stone and begins to reach over and just stab you directly into your back, Sirius.
I hate that move.
Alright.
He has mana, no!
This is gonna be a D6 to see if it recharges. Oh, I can just do it this way. Yeah. It
That
doesn't
definitely
recharge.
doesn't.
Stuck.
That's gonna.
You have no mana!
It's gonna. Shut the fuck up.
You forgot to get the tier.
It's gonna be 3 trident strikes now.
Oh fuck.
Alright, it's gonna be 22 to hit, 6 points of damage for the first one. 13 to hit will still hit for 9 points of damage. And the third and final one. Oh, that's a nat 1. That is not gonna do it. As this begins to form, they strike into, piercing you with the first one. The second one freezes over the strike, and they break it again with the second trident strike. You see as the blade actually pierces almost through your stomach, Sirius. As they rip the blade out, you nearly stagger, you nearly stumble, as you are now badly injured. As they do so, now it is a fight or flight reaction. They find themselves surrounded, but they will continue to hold the lines and prevent you all from being able to save these water weirdlings. That is their turn. Ilva, you are up. Krillin is next. Sirius is third. What you got for us, Ilva?
I'm a Superman fly right into his chest there and cast 3rd level inflict wounds.
Oh, we like that.
I love that.
I want to try and reach my hand into it and grab the crystal in him and do it.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Make an attack roll with the 3rd level inflict wounds.
Where is it? There. Oh, I have to target.
Yeah.
16. That's just
Oh, I'm gonna use my
barely
inspo
gonna
on that
miss.
shit.
All right, fair enough. Use your inspo. Can barely miss that.
All right. We got this time. We got this. No, we don't. We don't got it. We don't got it.
You didn't got it. You didn't got it. Anybody can add anything with that 16, or is that it?
Doesn't Animus have his wheel
Take a D6.
A D6?
Oh, you can use that.
Follow the light.
It's
a reaction.
He got his reaction back. So, Sirius, as you begin to guide the light over towards Ilva, at first you see as it's beginning to, or she's swinging a little bit too far off to the left. You see a sort of flashing light over towards you, and you reach out directly to be able to see where the crystal is in his heart. Reach over and almost piercing through his soul, grab it, and just crush and consume. Roll damage. That's going to be, I believe, 5d10 necrotic damage.
Oh, Ilva's so quirky with that, you know.
Let's get all. That's all tens though. With help, Sirius, it's all gonna be all tens.
Oh man. 33 points of damage is pretty freaking good. As this begins to happen, you slowly begin to siphon and crush and consume this individual's crystal as they are barely standing, but now they are badly injured. They are past the bloodied condition now. With that, Ilva, that is your action. You do have a bonus action.
No, saving the bonus.
You got it. That is your turn, Ilva. Kreelin, you are up. What you got for us?
Alright, following in Ilva's footsteps, I am going to fly over and try to Superman punch the water. So,
All right, let's see.
there. Target that.
The narrator exactly saw that.
That's so sad. 19. That's going to hit for 6 points of damage. That's your first strike. You do have a second.
Why are you
That'd
punching the
be
water weirds?
Wait, what?
I'm going to
You
right.
targeted the water wheel!
No, the
What the fuck?
Why'd you hit me? Fuck!
the Myrmidon's right there.
You hit the wrong. You target the water well.
You targeted the wrong one. We don't all look the same!
Water weird.
Racist!
Oh man, I got you. I adjusted the damage to the elemental, so you do have your second strike now.
And so that was with the right hand because the left is still a bit messed up. It's going to be a right hook for the first one and then a back fist for the second.
I can't believe Freeland's water phobic.
11. As you try to strike over towards him, you swing with the right hook, but it doesn't necessarily connect. You come forth with the back fist. Third final strike. Let's see what you got.
I'm going to spin around and then do a spinning back fist as part of my ability to do Fury of Blows.
All right, 13. That is not going to do it, sadly. You strike over, and the individual is actually able to use the trident and almost send your arm flying upwards as they use the sort of prongs to almost send it upwards and almost kind of prop it up a little bit. As they do so, nearly stabbing through your wrist, they'll yank it back and begin to defend themselves once more.
I'll see that and try to aim for a spot that they're less guarded.
All right,
And
flurry
try
of blows
again
then.
once more.
Fourth strike. Natural
Ooh,
20,
that
that's going to be able to do it.
started.
8 points of damage over towards them as you strike into the less guarded spot. You see as they're holding up the likes of the trident and their entire abdomen is completely exposed. You strike them with a gut shot and immediately they begin to sort of heave for a second. Water spills out everywhere. Kreelin, is that your turn?
I'm gonna look at Ilva and look at the water weird. Then my turn.
All right. Next up in initiative, we have
Excuse you.
Sirius and Zay. What you
I'm
got for us,
assessing the
Sirius?
situation.
Being that Sirius is going to hold his chest as his, starting to get full of holes. My stars are leaking out.
God.
Now, do I do the funny or do I risk it all?
Risk it all.
What's the difference?
I step back.
Oh.
Oh.
There's a disengage action, just saying.
Well,
I need the action.
they will take the strike as you begin to leave their area. Are these, no, they haven't. They will begin to immediately thrust the blade over towards you and try to pierce exactly where they've been stabbing this entire time. 27 to hit,
All right,
6
there
points
it
of
is.
damage.
Cool.
All right, not bad though. You are still alive, but you are near death, Sirius.
Taking that last bit of hit, he's going to hold back and again focus like a Tesla cord, just holding both of the stars and the center one just starts to emanate more power. He's going to cast another guiding bolt, but this time,
This time.
I'm casting it at 4th level.
Ooh.
He's doing it.
Serious.
Beginning to believe.
Send the attack roll.
Look, I have to make up for this fight because I've been rolling like shit, so I have to make people laugh. This is the difference.
I imagine that's exactly what he says in character. Oh, 13.
I'm using wait. Do I already used my inspiration? Damn it.
I use mine too.
Are you using your DM's inspo? If you haven't done so
Do I have a
already.
DM system?
Actually,
Yeah, from
you
the
all have
roleplay.
DMs.
actually,
We all
did
have
you use
DMs.
it?
I
No,
used
I
it.
didn't.
I did.
Okay,
Ducky
gotcha,
did.
gotcha.
Okay, I'll use my DM system.
All right, one more chance.
Okay. Yes, let's go!
30 points of damage, Jesus!
Let's go.
As the
Yikes.
testicle begins to just sort of immediately fly over towards them, it begins to almost completely bisect them in half from the astral light. As this is sort of done, you notice as an entire outline, a shimmering light begins to form. As now all of your ally strikes are guided. Sirius, that is an awesome spell. That is your action. You do have a bonus action.
Bonus action. Don't got much, but I'll cry. Eternal.
That's a free action, though.
All right. That said, Sirius, that is your turn. Zale, you heard what he said. Time to fucking make it work.
And you have advantage.
Advantage.
You got it all. It's all set up.
I got everything. But hold on, I need to check initiative before I fuck everything. Yeah, I'll just. Guys, should I go for the funny or should I actually play good?
Funny.
Okay.
This is you. All right, hold on. You're playing a Devil May Cry character
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
true,
about
that's true.
style.
Yeah.
If you don't fight
Okay.
Nah, that's okay.
Azale looks to the Myrmidon. He's just gonna give a smirk. It's like, of course you go after the one who doesn't fight much, because I suppose as someone as weak and insignificant as you would have to target the ones who don't do that much better, wouldn't you? As I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on them.
Oh, wow.
That's a double burn.
All right, cast the
I'll
spell,
go for
buddy.
support.
5 points of damage. They do have saves. They will fail with a 6. Advantage.
Also, since I casted a cantrip as an action, I can use my bonus action to make a melee weapon attack against them.
Make a strike. Do it with advantage as well.
I don't know how to do it with advantage. It
Alt.
never.
Alt.
I swear it doesn't work for me.
Alt.
Alt or shift. It's either alt or shift.
It's alt or play alt. See, I
Weird.
Alright,
One more
it's shift.
time.
It's shift.
One more time.
Alt shift.
Double 14.
Yes, you have your roll. You have your
Rainbow.
roll. You have
Wait,
your
hang
roll.
on. How many do I have? Is it proficient? Okay. Yeah, it's good. I have one more, so I'll use one more.
One more. All right, add a d6. All or nothing. Serious.
Oh, you want him to roll or me?
Want me to do it?
I trust you.
3. That is a 17. That is exactly what you need. Roll for damage.
Yes.
We're all about
Where do I roll
precision.
for? This is so weird because I can't just roll for damage now. It's like I'll just roll it manually. How about that?
D8 plus your bonuses and all that.
I finally did it! I rolled above a 4!
11 points of damage. That halved. I'll begin to go towards a 5, and they have 5 HP. Zale, how do you want to do this, buddy?
As they're just stunned by this insult, they'll just get down on one knee, and Zale will take the rapier, flourish it, and just impale it straight through the head. It's like, I found your weak spot, and he'll just twist.
And as they do, you begin to pierce and tear into them before you just begin to hear a voice enter into your head. And they're like, all right, fine. I'll do the thing. 6 skills.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I was actually startled.
yeah, I'm at a 13 out of 15, so you know, if it went a little longer, I would have done that smoking sexy stuff. But you know, it's down.
I had to keep you on your toes, Ducky. You know, this is revenge. All right, and with that, combat is now over. Okay. Looking over, you see as all the scorpions begin, they pretty much disperse into the astral light. So does this individual, but you do notice as their armor and their trident is left behind. Bits of it of the corruption typically does leave stuff behind, depending on their sort of caliber and their sort of level or grade. With that, looking over, you see as the water elementals are still in terror and still in fear. But first off, let me tell Bardbot to stop playing Monster Hunter music for a second.
What's wrong with that?
It's gonna be the most intense conversation of your life, man. Alright. With that, look over. What does any of you say and or do?
That was fun. I had
Here
a
he
good
goes with his
time.
knees. Oh!
Well, I guess it wasn't as fun for you.
Just gets up.
Help us, please.
Yes. Speaking of primordial, we are here in Queen's Strata's stead. We're here to save you.
Siri. You should probably fix your, wounds. Just in case anything more horrible.
Yes, I will heal
happens.
myself and try to sneakily cast healing word on me.
You got it. It's like, we're here to save your wounds, and Sirius is like completely bloody, about to fucking keel over and dies. Like, we're here to save you.
Yeah, third level. We're going.
I killed many to get
Let me
here.
give me a chalice here. I need to take a drink.
Got it. Let me give you your 9 HP, plus your 5. Nice. As this sort of happens, you look over and you do see as one by one the astral shackles, the astral chains begin to drop the water weirdlings left and right. As they're sort of freed, they look over towards you. Their crystals a little bit wounded, a little bit shattered, but they're still whole to the point where they can kind of, be around for a bit. Looking.
Question.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No,
I was
no,
gonna
go.
ask if we look at them, it doesn't look like the corruption has any of their essence or trace in their hearts, right? Because we wouldn't want to send those to Straftara's place,
Good observation, but surprisingly not for this time. You do, however, notice as they are not corrupted, but due to the lack of water in this area, these three in particular are getting ready to slowly start. They're almost evaporating before your very eyes until they're only but crystals. They look over and they can't necessarily move from their form as they're, only on the ground. You'll hear as they begin to at least say, "Thank you. It is appreciated. But I don't think unless we get new water soon, I don't know if we're really gonna make it any longer."
So, worry not. We'll provide you with substance. Now, question:
Answer.
Who has the bag of holding?
I have the water skin Bovi gave me that while back. They could probably maybe fit in there.
Even if you don't have a bag of holding, it's fine. You can just take their crystals and just keep it in your pockets for the time being.
Yeah, I will briefly explain to them okay, I'm going to have to hold your crystal. It's going to hurt, but I'm going to bring you to a fresh body of water. Please trust me.
You rescued them, and it's either that or they were gonna die anyways, so yeah, they graciously agree pretty much.
So I keep it's like a prayer line. I keep going yes, I'm going to take your take your crystal or each crystal, I'm gonna take your crystal here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take your crystal here. Go to the same spiel and dance, it's just okay, yeah, thank you.
As you do. You look over, same song and dance, but Sirius, as you're kind of investigating and looking over, like, you know, talking to these individuals left and right. Ilva, Kreelin, and Kreelin, Ilva, and Zale, you would look over and you'd see as there is something in the likes of this sort of these skeletal piles and more. That said, definitely a little bit of loot off to the side. If you guys want to do a little bit of investigating.
I love investigating.
Alright, well, make an investigation check for me. Anybody else who wants to join, you can roll as well.
In the meantime, can I check about this elemental here?
Yes, you can. What are
is
you
there,
looking
like-
for specifically?
I'm going to like check their receipt. They're dissipated, right? So they're not like
Yeah.
full body.
It's literally just the armor and the trident.
No crystal?
No
Crystal?
or crystal. So this crystal, yes, there would be one other thing. If you look inside the bits of the armor, the crystal itself, it would be tainted completely with an astral light.
Okay, I'm gonna take all this.
You got it.
And
So
the
right in your inventory,
Yes.
that you have a corrupted crystal.
And what kind of armor and the trident is it?
So the armor is, it is chainmail +1.
Ooh.
I know Elva's eyeing that up real quick.
The trident is the equivalent of a frostbrand trident.
Ooh.
Well, actually, hold on, it's better than that. Never mind. It's actually a lot better.
Ooh.
It is basically a trident that that you can basically activate once per short rest. Hold on. Actually, not once per short rest, but you can basically recharge it every time on your turns and all that stuff. And basically, every single attack that you would do while it's activated with freezing strikes, you get to add an extra D10 to your attack rolls. On top of that, it wasn't relevant for this fight, but your speed would be reduced, or whoever you hit with this, their speed would be reduced by 10.
Oh.
I'm just gonna put down the awesome trident. I want the item for that in a bit.
But it's no bonuses, it's no +1s or anything like that with the trident. It's just a normal thing, and then with the freezing strikes added.
Does it still count as magical or no?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Okay. And that's and corrupted crystal.
I also got a 14 on my investigation.
Oh, should investigate.
All right, so 14, 2, and a 13. Not bad between all of you when you combine them all. Looking over, well, first off, Zale, you roll a D100 for me.
Ah!
While you're doing that, Kreelin, you would begin to, same thing with you, Elva, you begin to look over and find 3 more soul coins to be added to your collection, as well as, not food, but you would find water, but water's irrelevant for you guys. Looking around, you'd also find, as it's not much, but 2 materials as well. Besides that, Zale, with your 10, not bad. You would find a potion of supreme healing in the likes of this.
You know, I love 10. You know, I never am going to diss the number 10 again. I'll take that. Shit.
We got supremes.
All right, so I will add that to your inventory, or unless someone else has taken the potion.
No, I got it too. I was more interested in the elemental anyway.
My potion. I don't have self-sustain.
So a supreme healing potion is very, very sick nasty. It does 10d4 plus 20 HP in healing.
That's like more than my
Wow.
health combined. If you roll high enough.
There you go. Use it wisely, young Zale. All right, while that's sort of happening, Ilva, you were looking over the water
No, I
elemental.
think in terms of like the investigation or whatever, and then seeing Siri like grab all the stuff, that's fine.
Easy peasy. All right. So with that, you look over and Sirius, you've sort of mapped and seen exactly where everything is. You begin to calculate. Oh, that's probably where we could have went if we want to go straight over here. You've pretty confident that you have mapped out this entire sort of dungeon, this entire cave. For that, you guys are successful. You guys are free to return back to the likes of Queen Straftara.
Quest complete. I'm serious. We're holding the stuff here. He's going to suggest we should head back towards Grove. We can travel safely to there and restore some of the bits of the weirdlings here.
Yes.
On our way out, is there anything worthwhile in these bags, whatever, on the bottom of the thingy when we first entered?
In the in the bags and all that sort of stuff. Giving a quick little look over. Between like the likes of all of you trying to sort of search. I mean, you could have a bag if you really want to, but most of this was kind of broken, useless, or not really kind of your forte, and not even something that you'd probably be able to sell much or for much, anyways.
I'll still take the bags if we can make material out of them.
Okay, easy peasy. So write down like 2 bags that you can to scrap for later.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else before you guys are heading back to Gronk, or are you guys taking care of anything, or are you just heading to Gronk?
Taking everybody. Everyone good? Everyone good?
Gronky.
I'm good.
Just good. As we travel, I do want to tap Sirius on the shoulder.
Yes, good.
I'll fly up if I need to. At a battle you came from, is there anything I can glean from it? I understand the stakes, but techniques, the abilities.
Doing that serious would kind of stare off while walking. He would kind of stare off and just kind of mumble about how the creature was to get a like animatronic, similar to Farmer, large in stature, wielding a large, humongous sword. It was able to somehow mimic the abilities of those that have done damage upon it, and somehow sacrifice pieces of itself for perseverance.
That sounds quite dangerous. I'm glad you came back whole.
Thank you. Glad to be back. Did we already get this stuff here?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys begin to do so, you begin to head back and over towards Gronk. Now, just to make sure I got this right, so if you guys are equipping it or anything like that, are you saving the chainmail or +1 chainmail for later, or is anybody equipping it now?
Who can wear armor?
I'm just
only
gonna look
people
at
that
it.
could be able to use it is Ilva or Misery, so it's up to you if you want to save it for later or if you want to take it now, Ilva. I mean, you do have seniority, but I'm just saying.
I am like, some people have priority in this group right now.
You know, you deserve it. You know, your hair got messed up over there. You're trying to get it home.
What
You
the-
got-
I guess if like Siri can't use it.
No, I can't.
Just throw it.
That's heavy. No, that's heavy armor too.
Yeah.
It's not because it's not. I can't. I don't wear it because it's not metal. It's more like I
He
can't.
can't wear it. Period.
Yeah, it's either I'm too big or it's too heavy for me.
Yeah,
Okay. Okie dokie.
I don't need armor because
I'm too
just
cool.
It's just hot.
Your abs block most of the damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Carry on perfectly tanned abs.
You were putting it on now, or were you taking it? Just taking it.
Taking it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll put it onto your character because I mean, nothing's really, I'd imagine, not really gonna happen. So you'll just have it for the time being.
And actually,
you can equip it
kinda-
whatever you wish, though.
sorry.
Go ahead, Sirius.
Yeah, holding out the trident as well, looking towards Kreelan. Might propose maybe a trade. You seem to be more proficient in large abundance of weaponry. I think you could make utility out of this.
Ah. This is nice. Reach. Multiple points of attack.
It's
also-
like the property.
Technically, I
From
know.
experience.
It's just a pole weapon, but not an actual pole arm.
It's sad.
I'll look at it and say, this is nice, but I don't have much to trade. What do I have to offer?
Just you don't remind me. I think thinking about it, I might be able to use either the scimitar that I've given you earlier and the rod that we found as well.
See me with my right hand take out the scimitar. It's firm grip, and then I'll crackily, the left kind of hurt hand, hold out the wad, and it's shaking a little bit, which is weird because I don't shake when I hold my weapons. No, point them both at Sirius.
Jason,
Any
thank
preference?
you. I kind of hold the scimitar and just weigh it a bit. You see, Sirius is kind of trained in it, but he still holds it a little off kilter. And he's just gonna put it down and just put the rod in.
Got it. So let me make sure I got this right. So, Krelin is taking the trident, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I will add that to your character sheet. Did that work? Or is it a feature? All right. I'll just add a trident. Let me see if I can add freezing strikes to you that way.
If only I was a different character.
Okay, so freezing strikes in the trident, they are marked as features rather than weapons. So keep that in mind.
Alright.
So for that, okay, cool. And then Sirius, which magic items did you take from this dungeon? You got the
I have the moon scimitar, the movable rod, and the +1 scimitar.
You got it. +1 scimitar. Let me go grab that from Krelin and throw it over towards you. Okay. And then Ilva, though that sword and flail, you have both of them, right?
So sword, rune, flail, Mogus amulet, apparently now +1 chainmail.
You got it. All right, so let me add a flail to your inventory. And then Zale, they're chilling.
I have a potion.
I got the supreme potion. Got you.
Not that I
Oh,
can
that
find
also reminds me. Someone, I forgot. I gave someone another grader.
I have it.
Okay.
It's already added though.
Okay.
I
There
had
we go.
one that we took before we came in,
Mm,
which,
mhm.
oh yeah, I don't see on my sheet.
So, as you guys begin to head on over to Gronk's place, you're gonna move.
Rocks free.
And for the sake of brevity, it's a little bit of a distance, but you're able to get there. And you see as the massive Ankylosaurus begins to look over as they are napping, they are snoozing. But you look over towards them, and eventually you can get their attention if you wish. The question is, who's going to be the one to get their attention?
As soon as it loads.
Nah, fair enough. It is a big
The
map.
one who talks to it, of course.
We're just gonna have to saunter on up.
Also, let me turn
This is
the
friendly,
lights.
yes?
I don't need-
Yes.
Now
it's
fly over and perch on its back.
Oh no!
And-
Good.
Just a very light perch.
Okay. Sirius is going to saunter up and gently, kind of just like, Gronk. Oh, Gronk, we returned. It's serious, man.
Serious man.
You'll just eventually hear it.
Grog tired.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gronk. We don't have crystals, do we?
That was the deal, though, remember?
Gronk, we can bring it to a more comfortable place to sleep.
It's
Why?
got fresh water, nice location,
The sun
won't be
beams down
bothered, other
nice
people to give you
there.
stuff.
Grog want crystal.
We can get you crystals on the way.
Grog too tired for move. Grog want crystals now.
Okay, and with that,
Apologize, thank you
hang
to
on.
him.
Hang on. I am going to cast Locate Objects.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Bring out the metal detector, and I'm going to search out for mana crystals.
You got it. As you do so, you would find actually a handful of mana crystals off to the side. They are a little ways away, but they would be. I can't pin it, but it would be in the bottom left of the map.
Bottom left. Okay.
Yeah, that little area.
All right. I see. Ilda, is that you mind just waiting here with Mark? Krillin, can I have some eggs? Assistance.
All right, I'll hear that. I'll flap up a little bit and drop back down next to Siri.
Come with me. I can search for some mana crystals. It's a ways down a bit.
Now look back at Gronk. That will be very useful. And I feel like I'm about to really fly, so I really tighten up the glasses and fly with Siri.
You got it.
I go here.
As you begin to do so, for the sake of brevity, as you're kind of walking over to that side, you don't really run into anything. It seems to be that any bits of the corruption that you guys have or would have been in the area, you kind of all alerted them, and Gronk kind of took care of them afterwards. But while that's sort of happening, Zale and Ilva, you're kind of just left with a giant ancient dinosaur. What are you guys talking about or doing? Make an animal handling check. You have advantage because it's Gronk.
Because it's wrong.
I've had horses before. This is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, just big,
Girl, Ilva over here with her horses.
You'll see.
It was a horse girl.
You'll see as Gronk is sort of at first he doesn't feel it, but then he looks over towards you and he's just like he's kind of smiling. He just sort of says,
Gronk dink nice. Gronk like red lady.
Good boy.
As that's sort of happening, Zale, you just see as Elva's just basically playing and petting Gronk off to the side. For some strange reason, not strange reason, but it's more so the person who seems to be like very, very angry and murdering things left and right, they seem to have very much a way with animals for sure. When it came to the pteranodons, this and more.
Love animals.
I didn't expect you out of all people to like animals and pet them half the time.
I find that animals are less disruptive over people, and there's a nice calmness that resonates with creatures. So I tend to enjoy their company.
I agree, but except for this one, they have a giant hammerfoot here and destroyed the starry ones really easily.
That doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me either. If anything, I like it. But yeah, I did. Did you have animals back home?
Other than like horses, not really. No. We did have a couple like pigs or sheep in the back, but we never used them. They were just kind of there. We just kept them. We never butchered them or sheared them.
I see. So it was more of a pet thing. I see. Animals are weird to me. Half the time I remember them and then, whoa, that's a big thing. It's like, with its own memory thing, I barely remember really animals that much. So, who knows? Maybe I have a long lost pet looking for me throughout the lands.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I've always been drawn to animals. They bring comfort.
That's understandable. And he's nice, so, That's
Plus, he can smash the fuck out of astral ones.
Yes, he can. And Zell will give him a pet as soon as he says that.
Enough. As you do, 1 second, I am looking for one little thing. Hopefully I can find it. Was it this one? I think it was. Yeah, I think it's that one. Alright, looking over to there, we look towards Krelin and Sirius as you would begin to find as there is a couple of things of note. You'd see as there is a bit of mana crystals that seem to be lodged into a set of armor. Studded leather armor to be specific. You look over towards it, and it seems to be that the corpse wielding it is long gone, long past. Blood stains would signify that they've been gone for a pretty decent amount of time, not also by peaceful means, to say the least. Regardless, as you would begin to grab the mana crystals and more, You would find a total of 6.
Let's go. Half tank. Checking out the studded leather armor, dude. How is the armor looking?
The armor, I mean, it's a little bit dingy, but it'll get the job done. It's definitely will be one to protect one who is a little bit swifter, a little bit lighter, who actually wears armor.
Is it magical by any means?
It's not magical, it's just a simple studded leather.
Okay. Kind of already have that, so I'll just leave that there. I'll look towards the body and craft a few. Make the place a little nicer for, I guess, the body there.
Enough. As you begin to do so, it says you're druid crafting the body, right?
Not the body, but the area around it. Almost
The
like
area around you, gotcha.
giving, like spoofing up the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Flowies and stuff.
Yeah.
Flowies and stuff.
Not those
Got
flowies.
it. That said, you guys have your things, and with a bit of scouting done, you guys are good to go. Go ahead, Creel.
I'm gonna go to the body and take this studded letter and look at it, and respectfully take it off, put it on for weight training.
Weight training.
You got it. What is your strength? Actually, no, studded leather doesn't need strength. Never mind. Yeah, you're fine. Fine.
I
It
will
is
put it on
definitely
for weight training.
a little bulky, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's just Chris,
No.
you're just using weighted jogging for it.
Oh my god.
I need to get back to my resistance training. It's only been calisthenics, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Seeing if I can
What-
find this one thing, but go ahead.
With those crystals, I'm going to give it to Kreelin and say, could you quickly get these towards... Actually, never mind. Sorry, never mind. Cut that. Go just head back.
All right, easy enough. As you begin to do so, you head back towards Lexigronk. You can move your tokens over there.
I'll go and perch back on Gronk.
Easy peasy. Dang it.
Okay, same song and dance, everyone. We were just going to stand way back as I feed Gronk.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
Kreelin, I don't think you want to be in close proximity to him.
Oh,
Krillin, they might explode.
oh no. Then you see like really the best he can haul ass in the air and
Oh.
go
Oh, okay,
on top
Gronk.
of
That was it.
Okay, Gronk, I have some mana crystals here for you.
You'll see as he looks over towards him, his eyes will go wide. He doesn't even say a thing. He just kind of like a dispenser, just opens up his mouth completely wide.
Thank God, I thought he was gonna fucking chomp.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just gonna on my mark. And when I place these in, you chomp. Okay, and I just start placing them slowly. And once again, I didn't say anything.
And as this sort of happens, you sprint off and give him the signal. As he does so, this is 6 crystals. Oh boy. Are you guys ready for some wild magic? All right, you get to.
Unless he gets more economy.
Let's do this, Ilva. The big D1000 or 10,000 sort of wild magic table, or the D100.
10,000.
I'm sorry. You just told me there's a 10,000 table. We're going 10,000.
What the fuck? No.
Remember what he said though. It's safer than the D100. Remember? Kinda.
Not really.
Hey.
So D1000. Or just sorry, 10,000.
10,000. Yep.
10,000. Here we roll.
Where did you get this?
How do you roll 10,000?
Bimroth.
He sure just did.
Is it 1,000 or 10,000? Hold on, let me check. I gotta go find it again.
All right. I'm pretty sure it's
That's the same
1,000. I
one.
was excited about 10,000.
I will
If it's the
find
one I
a
posted, it's
D10,000.
Like, are you telling me someone came up with 10,000 ways of killing
Yeah,
people?
how long
it
does that
is.
have
It
to
is
take?
1,000. It is
Yeah.
1,000.
Okay, I'll reroll.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Did you? I gotta go find the 10,000 one. I posted it somewhere.
No. No. Not no.
All right, so that's the
Okay.
first one. Actually, let's get a little wacky with this. Everybody roll 1 D1000.
Sure.
All right. I'm basically just seeing if anything terrible happens.
Great. Ooh, that's a fun number I just got. It's better than the 20 I got last time.
All right, we're
Well,
gonna have
maybe lowest
Zale
good.
and Kreelin. You guys are gonna roll twice.
Wait, what? Oh.
Twice.
Because
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, 6. Oh! Oh no!
Oh god.
Okay, that's a
That's
fun
the
one,
first
Creelan.
one. That's the second one. I'm rolling low, so low has to be good.
No, it is
Well,
not
1,
good.
2,
You
3,
see
4.
as Gronk begins to belch,
Yes, Lord.
or a river of lava begins to slowly
What?
erupt from below him. You see as it
remember
rips
what-
and tears through him as it begins to do so. As he's looking out, and the river of lava begins to slowly start forming closer and closer to Zale than the series. It's pretty large, but it's easy enough and slow enough for you to kind of dodge out of the way. With that, as you do so, that is the first one. The second one, let's see.
Like how far's the lava's going?
Oh. Oh no.
More money.
What?
At his friends.
What?
He likes you. You're his friends.
Yay!
No! You see as he begins to just open up his mouth and just fire begins to slowly form out from him, and he just like a launcher or an artillerist. And he's gonna fireball Zale and Sirius as he casts it at 5th level, DC 18.
I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead.
It says, you accidentally throw a level 5 fireball at your friends.
Oh my god.
At least he consider us friends.
I'm trying to figure out if I have anything for us. I don't think I have.
It's gonna be...
Oh, natural 20.
There we go.
Oof.
And Zale, dexterity saving throw.
See you later, Zale.
That is gonna fail.
I mean, you got
It was a
evasion.
lot
That's
of
not
ones.
bad.
It was a
Wow.
lot of
That's
1s
one.
and 2s there.
Also,
Oh,
I'm,
thank
I'm,
God.
gonna, I'm gonna use my oculi feature to gain resistance to fire damage, please.
You
Thank
got it. You're gonna take a total of
Like
13 points of damage, Zale. Sirius, you'll take 13 points of damage as well. As
God.
the fireball just explodes and emanates as you guys are completely consumed and engulfed in the flames. Alright, I've got
Oh,
this.
thank God.
I
Alright.
love wild magic.
So.
Oh, look, I'm
best
still
friend.
concentrating.
Oh boy. Alright, next up on the wacky waiting list of wild magic, 221. This one's for you, Sirius. Alright.
Money, money.
I
money,
love
money,
this game.
Don't.
Oh no.
Another fireball!
You just see as Gronk begins to, where his little tiny little horn nose begins to slowly just enlarge and enlarge and enlarge even further as he becomes Pinocchio. You see as he begins to just start looking around left and right, and it slams into the rocks as it begins to drop down onto the ground, slowly crumbling into oblivion. Alright, that's it. Alright, he has
Serious, I'm
Pinocchio.
trying to think this is
He
one of the
has
hazards
Pinocchio
of the
nose.
friend.
Oh! Oh no.
My God, why?
It's permanent.
He's got a spiky.
He's got a lance for a nose.
How long is it?
30 feet out from him.
Dear God.
Yeah.
Or not 30 out feet from him, but it would be like about 15 feet from him.
Oh God.
Wow.
So
I love it.
Your Gronk has a fucking lance.
Look, there's your perch, Creelan.
15-foot lance on Gronk. I'm gonna have to make another
Wow.
attack roll for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
Stand
you
Can
buff
be
down.
him.
removed by remove curse, but would you really want to remove it?
No way.
Is it a curse?
Alright, that's 221. Next up, we got 725. Alright, we gotta go down a little bit.
As a right narwhal grok.
Oh, boy.
25 or 29?
25, and then we got 29 after. Alright.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see.
Oh no! You hear as Gronk will just begin to start saying, I don't like the crystals. They taste funny. They taste
Yes.
like poo. I don't like this anymore.
Alright, dodging the lava spill and kind of ducking from the fucking narwhal's hit. I'm just gonna start going to
Heal
close
yourself before you even go near that man, Animus.
The next 10
Crazy.
meals that Gronk eats, they taste like cow shit.
Damn.
Oh,
Wow.
That's
actual words, damn.
Gronk hates mana crystals now.
Oh, look! Hey, hang on!
A blessing has
We can
arrived.
renegotiate our deal.
Alright, for 10 days. Alright, and then 729. Okay, yeah, you don't want to stand near him. You see as he just sort of sneezes and ice begins to form amongst the ground.
Psych.
Alright, last sort of thing. Is that everything?
Come
Nope.
on. Nope. Big whammy. Big whammy.
958. Good lord. Oh, this is the fun stuff.
Oh, it's not. I'm not having fun.
Let's go.
Where's my money?
Big
All right.
whammy. Let's go.
Alright, I have a rule. This goes against, not TOS, but we can't have this. He can't do this.
What?
He can't do. I will drop an in-game content chat what it's
What?
supposed to do.
It's
he
that
can't do
bad?
this. He
All right,
can't
no
do
one,
this.
no one say it. No one say
No one
it.
say it out loud. No one say it out loud.
Intense looking.
I'm gonna drop this in
In-game?
chat. He can't do this. It's against our thing.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, we can't
Oh,
have that?
yeah. Oh my
do this.
god.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's a no.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna delete that message too.
Alright,
Yikes.
cool. Fantastic. Alright,
Wow.
roll another D1000.
Oh
We're
my-
gonna skip past that one.
All right,
Oh my
camera off.
God.
Please be 900.
573.
Why was
Dear Lord.
God? I'm still stunned by that one you just said. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why is that there?
Oh, that's
that's a
dark.
yikes.
No, I'm down.
I don't think we're getting paid, you guys.
I don't think so.
Alright. You guys look over. And you see that river of lava that was like just
Yeah.
there.
Unfortunately, yes.
You guys look over and
Yeah.
begins to enlarge. Begins to expand. And
What?
you see as Gronk begins to look over. Boys. Oh wait, hold on, I have the voice mod down. He just looks over and he's like, oh, guys, the lava's sort of expanding. Gronk, getting burnt. Gronk don't like getting burnt. And you would see as the lava is rising and expanding.
Oh.
The floor is lava, my friends. And
What?
it begins to expand outwards
What
across.
do you mean?
Well, I can't ping it, but
Can you draw like a place where it is?
Can't you like draw it?
it starts here.
Oh,
And
God.
then it
Wait,
goes-
get out of there!
And
I
then it
wanna
goes
fly!
here, and
Oh,
then it
fly.
goes here. This entire area is slowly starting to form with lava. The bits of lava begins to slowly start going over towards the water and just burning it away tremendously. And with that, are you guys just sort of flying over towards Gronk, or how? I assume you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
How
I
are you
got- I
getting
got
on
an
top of Gronk?
I got an idea. All right, I'm gonna run up before the lava expands. I'm going to run up to the edge of it. I'm gonna cast a Misty Step.
All right, you got it. That's good enough for me for Sirius. Are you doing the same
I'll
thing,
do
Zell?
that too, yeah.
All right, and then Ova, how are you flying up there?
Channel Divinity and flying up there.
You got it. All
Where's
you begin-
Krillin?
He's right
I mean,
there.
Back on this rock.
You know, he did the right thing.
He's over there like, he's some damn fools.
You said it might explode, so I took the necessary precaution.
I mean,
Thank
I
you,
was
Sarah.
technically right. He did explode, just not in
Really
his
did.
direction.
Delayed
As
explosion.
this
All right.
sort of happens, you'll look over and you'll see as Gronk is just sort of looking around, and he'll just kind of say, "Oh, Gronk ain't the best swimmer, but Gronk will try to get you out of here. Gronk,
Yeah,
you're
kinda-
nice, but
I
need
can't wait.
bark."
I keep It's okay, Gronk. I'll start pointing in the direction. Well, I'm actually by some sort of magic, I'm gonna send out like a mode of light and it's like follow the light, Gronk. Just follow the light.
As this happens, do you press your mark upon his mark like last time?
That's like the card key. I guess I have to.
Yeah, easy enough. As this begins to happen, you'll see as Gronk begins to slowly just sort of perk up immediately, and he'll just start charging through the legs of this sort of desert and charging through the rocks and more. You'll see as a couple of the rocks begin to slowly get broken down as he swings the hammers. He's kind of wagging his tail almost like a dog left and right. And as he does so, the Kindred Spirits begin to march over and through the Forbidden Expanse on their new pet dinosaur, an ancient Ankylosaurus. And as you do so, go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's you.
Oh, it's
No,
me.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, you.
Okay. While we're going there, I beckon Krillin on our new fucking Ford Hummer.
What?
I see what's going on, and I'll perch on the highest point.
I have Krillin come closer to me. It's I
Get in,
can tell her
Freeland.
something.
We're going shopping.
Oh, this is new. Now
Oh.
drop down next to series.
Yes. Ooh, just kind of guiding him, I guess. It's a bumpy ride.
Freeland, when we're close to the base, you should probably just fly ahead and let them know that we're bringing this Gronk with us, you know?
Well, yeah,
So
that's
they
funny. I
aren't
just said.
scared shitless, you know? Just saying.
And as they do, oh
No
god.
problem.
Alright.
I was just saying no problem.
And as you guys begin to have your conversation onto the legs of Gronk, it's not the most comfortable ride because he doesn't have, like, you know, leather seats or anything, but it is nice not having to walk as you guys are all exhausted, you guys are all tired, but regardless, you all are successful. And with that, my friends, that is where we will end today's session of Secrets in the Sands. Good stuff. You did the dungeon, you got a dinosaur, you got your materials, and you completed Straftar's quest. Now you only got to turn it in. Alright, so we're going to pick back up next week where you guys are going to be traveling atop of Gronk. Is there any conversations that you kind of need to have before you get to the base?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If so, we're going to start where you guys are going to be able to like role play and talk amongst yourselves on top of Gronk. Phoebe and Misery are going to come back. But afterwards, you guys will be able to arrive towards your base and be able, or get ready to do the next sort of task. All right, I'm gonna break down stream. I'll be right back, y'all.
Cool.
All right.
All right, we're gonna move over here. All right, hello everybody. Thank you guys for everyone who was able to tune into the stream today. You guys are fantastic and wonderful individuals. Now, though we were breaking down stream, we're gonna be back again next week at 1 p.m. Eastern time for the likes of Secrets in the Sands again. If you want to catch the next stream, we're gonna be streaming, I believe, tomorrow, like kind of early, like at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or something like that. As we're gonna be just doing a little bit of a DM prep stream and all that. You're gonna be able to hang out with SenseiSuplex and friends. It's going to be a very, very fun and wacky little time. So you guys, as viewers, can ask me questions on professional DMing, on all that sort of good stuff and more. It's going to be really, really cool and really, really fun. Hope to see you there. The next D&D game is going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time as we have Valley of Dreams. So hopefully I will see y'all there as well. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one and stay awesome.